tonight for AEW Dynamite here. Looking like a pretty special edition of AEW. An interesting intro for the Minecraft movie there, I guess. Hey, I guess that it's gotta mean something right there. Some special promotion there for AEW means perhaps some extra moolah. I don't really know, but what I do know is profitable. It is a stacked card for us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. In my personal opinion there, Kenny Omega will be here tonight. Not only will he be here, but he'll be wrestling tonight against Blake Christian. MJF will give his announcement whether he will join the Hurt Syndicate tonight. Swerve Strickland is going to be calling out the World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley. And, well, we don't got to wait long to see Kenny Omega, as the cleaner himself is going to open the show for us here tonight against Blake Christian. Heck of an opportunity for Blake Christian to be out here. Blake Christian, you can usually find this man on Ring of Honor television, but here tonight getting a huge opportunity to be out there with the cleaner, the best bout machine, Kenny Omega. I have to imagine that Blake Christian, once upon a time, watched Kenny Omega plenty of times in his history of his time in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I imagine that this would be a dream match for Blake Christian. Well, here and getting to see some of the absolute tremendous high-flying style that Blake Christian has in his arsenal there. We are seeing some clips of what this man is capable of to bring inside the professional wrestling ring there. And so, Kenny Omega, he better not think that this is going to be an easy kick in the walk here right now. Kenny Omega watched some of the very best competition right there. He's going to get a hand on that one here tonight as he takes on Blake Christian here. International champion Kenny Omega going to make his presence felt next as the fans going loud and proud for our EVP Kenny Omega.
As we all wait the arrival of the
superstar introduction being given to the one, the only, the international champion of the world, Kenny by God Omega himself. You want one hell of a way to start the show. You got it right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen, by sending out the cleaner, Kenny Omega. One of the greatest of all time, Kenny Omega. Woo! Right, loud and proud right there. Well, when you're an EVP, you get those incredible pyro right there. And, of course, a caliber of a superstar of Kenny Omega. It's one of the grandest entrances of all time.
One of the greatest professional
man is looking jacked, man is looking ready, and he's only going to get better and better as he spends more time back inside the professional wrestling ring.
This guy is flat out special.
Kenny Omega took a hell of a beating with Pinoske Takeshita at Revolution. This is Kenny Omega's first matchup back. Since that match there. And he better not sleep on Blake Christian here, of course, as we know Kenny Omega does not underestimate any opponent whatsoever inside that ring right there.
Sunday Dynasty live in Philadelphia.
Thank you all for joining in. You have not missed anything, folks. Here, our opening contest here. Kenny Omega against Blake Christian here right now.
On the line against Ricochet.
Kenny Omega will be facing Speedball Mike Bailey and Ricochet at Dynasty. But that is weeks away.
Kenny Omega
We've got
focused and
our opening contest here right now.
But this is big for him.
Yeah, Blake Christian right now just eyeing down Omega. He knows how big of an opportunity this is here for himself here.
He seems more focused than ever before. He looks to be in tremendous shape, does Omega. He's put
right now, both guys just kind of
looking real good.
There's the first lock up there.
Here against,
strength advantage must be given to Kenny Omega. I have to imagine. Speed advantage, though, that might be with Blake Christian there.
Undoubtedly,
Blake able to wrist lock there on Omega right there.
Tonight, the biggest victory
really
of his
keeping the pressure on the wrist of the snap, but Kenny returns fire with the wrist of his own there. Blake Christian right now able to try to rotate himself out and
gets the win here. Just retire.
And fans is going loud and proud for Kenny Omega again.
Reversal.
Sorry if I'm repeating that one right there.
By Kenny Omega.
controlling that
Kenny,
left arm
obviously
of
the
Blake
veteran
Christian.
inside this match.
Now
Right now, side headlock takeover there by
Christian
Omega. Is Christian?
immediately
I
scissors
should
the
probably say
head
Blake.
of Omega.
Just in case. Oh,
National champion
Blake tried
takes him down
charging
once
in there.
again.
Kenny
Side
got
headlock
another side
takedown. A lot
headlock
of
there.
folks think it's about upper body strength. It
Blake
actually has
tried
nothing to do with that.
trying to
It's
get his
all
leg
hip
dropped on the
rotation
head of
and
Omega right
footwork
there, but unable to do
regarding a
so.
quick side
As
headlock
Omega just keeping
takedown.
that pressure on Blake right there.
Christian, though, back up to a vertical position.
Yeah.
Omega
Blake right now has
back
got
up to the ropes.
Omega
Blake
throwing in the
Christian
ropes
sent
there.
in.
Kenny just
Shoulder
charges
tackle.
right back in with a shoulder tackle there.
And Christian, though, showing
Blake
off
will
his
bring
agility.
himself back
Tony,
up.
talk
That
about
was a mistake right there. The lack of
what a serious
respect by
high
Blake
flyer
Christian.
is.
High facing Omega, and now a number one finger in the face of Omega right there. The lack of respect right there. Now you're about to be punished, young boy. Chopping right to the chest right there. You want to show that type of lack of
Repeated
respect there.
chops by
Omega's going
Kenny
to make
Omega.
you eat it right there.
And Christian
Back suplex there. And
driven down hard.
just keeping it small and effective right there. Omega working the classics
Kenny
here
letting
right
his
now.
actions do the speaking here.
As
Kenny's
Blake
gonna
right now
come
in the
hot
corner,
right
and
now.
Kenny Omega
You
going
can
to
see
charge
he's gonna
right
get
in.
moving.
Oh, time for the reverse
Christian
back elbow there,
Out of
but
the corner.
Blake able
Back
to
elbow.
find
Nobody home. Oh,
himself
look at
out.
this. Blake Christian going to the body.
Yeah, right now,
forearm shots
I
to
think Blake is actually going
kidney
after the body
region.
there of Omega right there. Yep. And everybody
this is
knows
going
that
to
that is
be
Kenny
the
Omega's
story
weak spot right
the
there.
remainder of
Is
Kenny
the
Omega's career test, people
is
targeting
definitely
those
the
body
body right
shots
there.
because of that battle with diverticular.
Right,
That-
no, you're right,
that-
and Kenny knows that,
Kenny's
right? I mean,
midsection
he keeps
never
himself
gonna be
in
the
great
same
shape.
again.
He's got
Whoa.
train his core and his
Nice spin out there
abdomen
by
heavily.
Blake. And almost like a
Kick
shotgun
there.
drop kick there to the chest there.
Taking
Omega
off his feet
trapped
now,
on
Christian.
the apron right now. Wait a minute. Blake Christian, are you kidding me now? Mocking
gross.
Kenny Omega.
Oh, disgusting.
And the bang there, and Omega
Right hand, though, blocked
not
by
taking
Omega.
kindly to
Omega
this lack of
returns
respect
fire.
there, and who can blame him?
And
Blake
introducing-
tried,
no,
oh, Kenny's like,
Christian
oh, right,
locking
breaking the
down to
eyes
of
there.
Omega.
Well, Blake Christian knows how big of an
Blake
opportunity this
Christian-
is here right now. Oh, a spear right there on the ring apron,
Credit, Taz.
Yeah,
right to the midsection, and Omega falls flat on
the
his.
midsection again, and Kenny landed hard
Oh,
on
wait,
the
hang
apron.
And
And
now Christian.
oh, Blake Christian, that looks like
That
a
inverted
tope spear there
Blake
on the outside of
Christian.
the floor there.
Just oozing with confidence
Again,
right now.
That is
Oozing
right
with
to the
talent as
midsection
well.
right
That
there
kid
by
could
Blake
really
Christian.
go.
And Blake
Omega
Christian knows
returns
that
to
he's
the
going to
ring.
utilize any opportunity that he
Christian,
can
though,
here because this
not
is a huge opportunity here right now.
Attacking with
Not
alacrity
only
here. He is
taking on
taking
the
his time,
international
and that
champion,
could be
but
a
taking on
mistake as
Kenny Omega,
ducks
one of the
Christian.
greatest of all times. But Blake Christian,
in the back of the head.
handspringer got caught with it. Oh, kicked there by Omega.
Thanks for coming, Lee Johnson. the
Joey
right
Lee
hand by
Johnson getting a
Omega.
little bit too animated on the ring over there, and Kenny just struck him
Silences
down
the
there.
demonstrations
Is Kenny thinking about,
of
oh,
Lee Johnson now.
well,
Omega
into the Dragon Rush there by
Dragon
Omega.
suplex on Blake Christian.
I don't call it a Dragon suplex, but Kenny hits it because it's a Dragon Rush. What's up, Renegade?
For Omega. Another one's
The
coming,
snap
boys.
in which
Boy,
Kenny
quick
puts
snaps
behind
and
that
two.
Dragon suplex.
Wow.
You call that a Dragon
speed.
Rush. Blake Christian, you wanted to play
Dragon
around with
suplexes
Omega right now.
Omega.
Cross the leg, Fisherman.
The legs cross. Christian.
Oh, Fisherman. Ushi in a way there.
Kenny Omega.
And Omega right now
You see Omega. He's
could be
feeling it.
loading up right now. Is Omega a V-trigger
Blake
is
Christian
perhaps
driven
in the
down.
future for
Back his
Blake
neck on
Christian
the
right
knee
now.
after 2 consecutive snap dragon
Omega
suplexes.
right now,
and
rebound.
And
And there's the V-trigger.
The
The whiplash
V-trigger on
effect.
target.
And thanks for
One more thing
coming,
to do.
Blake Christian. One winged angel. Nobody gets out of the one winged angel. Victory for the cleaner, the best bout machine, Omega. Omega looked pretty good though. Able to keep the pressure and keep control of the matchup there. Despite Blake Christian going to the body there of Omega, he was still able to keep that pressure and regain control of Kenny Omega at the very end there. And get a definitive win there.
Omega, he could have pinned Blake Christian after that feet trigger, but he left. No doubt
As
about
Kenny
it.
Omega
And now
able to
the
celebrate and
international
now with a
champion, Kenny
microphone in
Omega.
hand.
That's something to say.
We have from our EVP.
What's going on? Now, it's unfortunate, but I don't get a chance to wrestle every single week the way that I'd like to. But when I had the chance, to come out to St. Paul's.
Cheap puff for Omega.
And when I promised them that, heck, I'll make it quick. Our lovely boss and fearless leader, Tony Khan, had no choice but to sign on the dotted line. But it's going to be a far different story when it comes to Dynasty, because I've got not only Ricochet to contend with, but also...
Not losing for Ricochet just by the name alone.
But also a newcomer, someone new to you, not so new to me. Speedball, Mike Bailey.
Mike Bailey's been thrown in the deep end there. Oh, wait a minute. Well, say his name and he shall appear. May not be Joe Hendry, but it's Speedball Mike Bailey right there.
Bailey.
Mike Bailey's been thrown in the deep end since day one here in AEW.
Kenny Omega.
Faced off against the Beast Weirdos in his first matchup. Then had a Fatal 4 matchup in a second. And now, heading into Dynasty for a triple threat matchup.
Crazy music.
The Cleaner and Speedball. The same ring together here. Kenny Omega.
Speedball.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yes.
Listen, I just wanted to come out here and say that you're an inspiration to me. Kenny,
I can hit the truth.
I respect you. No. More than respect, I admire you. I admire you as a wrestler, but also as a person and as a champion. But Kenny, come Dynasty, even though I respect you, I won't hold anything back. I won't pull any punches. I won't hesitate for even 1 second when I get the chance to kick your head clean off and take your international championship.
Speedball just wanted to lay down the line of the sand there, pretty much telling Kenny how it is.
So, by the sounds of it,
Up here, yeah.
Uh,
Up here, yeah. We'll have your attention.
Ricochet.
Okay, look.
Steals.
As much as I would love to be there in person, to smack both of you in your faces for even thinking that you were going to leave Dynasty with my title. Fortunately for everybody involved in this situation, today is my wedding.
I hope you guys can hear the audio.
Now, as you can see, I am dressed for the best day of my life. That is until April 6th, when I continue to show everybody why Ricochet is out of this world. And I beat you, Cornball. And I beat you, former best bout machine. And I become the new international champion. Oh, it sounds good. It sounds so good. I can see it now. So go ahead, continue to argue amongst yourself about the inevitable. That being that after April 6th, Ricochet leaves Dynasty with both the girl and the gold.
whoa, not so fast, Ricochet. Not so... He's gone.
He's gone. Yeah, I'm going. FaceTimed over.
First of all, Ricochet, I believe congratulations are in order. But really, that's going to be the only thing that I can congratulate you on when it comes to Dynasty. Because make no mistake about it, just like Ricochet said, it's not going to be about making friends. I have a cat. I don't need any more. And as good of a guy as you may be, and as big as a piece of garbage that Ricochet is, trust me, you aren't my comrade. When it comes to wrestling, there's only one thing I have time for. There's only one thing I have room for, and it's what's around my shoulder, and it's my legacy. Consider you and consider Ricochet at Dynasty just another stepping stone to solidifying my legacy. Oh, and by the way, welcome to AEW Unfortunately, I wish I could talk a little more, but I must bid each and every single one of you people adieu. So until Dynasty, goodbye, mwah, and good night, bang!
Well, the groundwork has been laid out. Speedball Mike Bailey just wanted to size up Omega for a moment and just let him know, hey, I'm not going to hold anything back. We're in this fight here. I plan to make sure that I walk out with an international championship taken from the first fight as well. Speedball Mike Bailey just wanted to let Omega know that I do respect you and I admire you. But of course, I need you to know that I cannot hold anything back against you. Nor would Kenny Omega want it any other way.
Bandito using that mask of Bandito's brother Gravity.
Yeah, but Bandito got the last laugh on this. He had to battle through everybody on the learning tree. Take a look at that.
Great to see Bandito getting a one-up on Chris Jericho, getting back his mask.
Jericho obviously frustrated and even taunted by the side.
That was great. I saw that video up on YouTube. Jericho. Oh.
Last Sunday on Collision, I had Gravity's mask taken from me. Or should I say taken from us? But that's okay. Because I think it's time for all the masks to be removed. It's time to discuss some ugly truths that need to be addressed. Like the fact that you two have been under the branches of the learning tree for far too long without using the wisdom that I bestowed upon you. I need to ask you why I have to keep telling you time and time again to prove yourselves. I'm sick of asking. You need to think if it's worthy for you to still be with Chris Jericho. If you think that, then you need to make some drastic changes and go prove yourself to me. Once again, for the last time. Prove it!
Jericho's going to push them too far or something, man. Something's going to happen. Maybe they're going to go beat down Bandito. I don't know.
And Bandito, you got your brother's mask back. Congratulations. But it's not Gravity's mask that I want. It's yours. I want you to feel the humiliation and the disgrace that your brother felt when I tore his mask off in front of your family. And why would you put up your mask? I know you want to be the Ring of Honor champion once again. So how about my title versus your mask at Dynasty? Bandito, is it worth risking the humiliation? Is it worth risking the disgrace?
I think I see what's going.
Making your mother cry again when you lose your mask. Is it worth it? I think it is.
I think I know where that one's going.
See you at Dynasty.
I'm going to make a prediction. I think Bandito might actually be the one to take the Ring of Honor Willowich. Whoa, hang on. Going back to back, we just saw Kenny Omega, and now we have Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, about to finally give his answer here tonight. Will he be joining up with the Hurt Syndicate? MJF originally turned it down, but now might be rethinking his setting there. As MJF did say that, last time I ever let someone into my life like that, I was betrayed. I can't really trust people. It's hard for MJF to put himself back in that position right there. Who can blame him? At the same time, working with a group like the Hurt Syndicate that has been unstoppable. And,
Cut my music.
Well, let's shut up and hear. What are you talking about?
Much like Michael Jackson's legacy is far more important than that talentless hack named Prince.
Just got nuclear right there.
My words are far more important than everybody watching on their cheap TV sets in their trailer park at home, and it's damn sure more important than each and every single one of yours.
Well, I don't live in a trailer park, so I guess I'm okay.
So let's play a game. Okay, Minnesota? We're gonna shut the hell up. You think we can pull that off?
I don't think they can. Well,
that's what I thought.
Get about
Not too bright here. Now, MVP.
What's up, buddy?
I have been looking at this card for 2 weeks straight. And I would like us to have a little chit-chat here in the ring tonight so I can give you my answer. MVP, come on out here, boss. Let's talk.
MJF.
Wow. MJF not doing this thing
MVP,
privately. He wants to
time to
do
give
it
the
for the
answer right
world
there.
with MVP. Let's see
And
how
again,
this
I
thing
wonder,
evolves.
how does Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin feel about this one here? Was this even discussed with them?
MJF says
We have not seen Bobby Lashley or Shelton
I think
Benjamin. We don't
MVP will
know
come to regret
what their
making a
feelings are
deal
about
with the
welcoming
Devils.
MJF into the
That's
Hurt
my
Syndicate might be. We know that there's a
MJF,
personal
he's
attachment between MVP and MJF
everyone
once upon a
that he had been
time.
affiliated.
No, I know.
But
He's not
how
a dumb
does
guy.
I know MVP a
the
very
Hurt- the
long
rest of the
time.
Hurt
He's a
Syndicate
very
feel about
intelligent man. He's been in this business a long time.
We know
with a
the
lot of
crowd
success. He's been around
giving the
very
love to
successful people.
MVP, singing along.
I
So
don't know if
people hurt people.
If MJF's gonna be able to work him, that's my point. You have to wonder what's MVP's angle on this. I'm not sure.
So answer time here again.
Well,
It would not be a mistake for MJF to accept the offer to join up with the Hurt Syndicate in a time with AEW where there's a lot of numbers, a lot of factions. Rebuilding, you need numbers on your side. It's hard to walk alone.
I don't know if it's St. Paul,
in this
I don't know if
line
it's
of work.
Minneapolis, I don't know if it's MVP, if it's they
If
hurt
there's
people.
one thing we can all agree on, it's that MVP, you, my friend, are a legend in the sport of professional wrestling.
That is for sure. MVP continues
And by
to
the way, I
get
gotta
this
say,
thing.
is that a new cane, man? It's gorgeous. I mean, can we talk about that cane real quick?
Oh, what? This whole
Gorgeous
thing.
cane.
Thank you
Now-
all for joining in.
Montel, I gotta tell you, after everything that transpired between me and Adam Cole, I made a promise to myself that I would never do friends in this sport again. And I've known you a very long time, Montel, and if there's one thing I've grown to learn about you is that when you clock in, you don't do friends either. You do business.
I love how they play in the line right there.
Now, I have been looking at this card for an awfully long time, and I've made a decision. And my decision is I'd like to be in the business of hurting people.
Wow. MJF looking to sign the deal with MVP there. Wait a minute, though. That's exactly like I said. How do Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin actually feel about this? Remember that the night that MVP made the deal with MJF, he told Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin take the night off.
I'm not sure
And
what's about to go
clearly,
down here.
I don't know. We're going to find out how the tag champions view this.
Of the newest member of the,
Is this a welcoming party?
I don't know. Well, there's not a celebratory face.
You can't tell if it's a welcoming party. Bobby Lashley got a very angry look in his face. Oh, Lashley, I gotta wonder, what is he wanting? A handshake with a microphone? Give me the card. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Bobby Lashley asking for the card. Oh, what? Bobby.
No. We're cool. What the hell is this, man? I thought we had we're cool. We're cool. Alberto. We're cool, man. Oh, man. Your brother's cool, man. We'll talk.
So, MJF was willing to accept the offer, but
not completely aligned.
exactly, guys, it's exactly like I said. MVP may have wanted MJF.
Lashley, long time.
But how did
That's
the
a
others
badass
feel
look.
about it?
Dude, I'm
And
telling you.
clearly,
You saw Benjamin shake
Bobby
his head in the
Lashley
background as well when Lashley
did
turned
not
to him.
like MVP going against the Hurt Syndicate. Wait.
Whoa.
No,
right, Keith.
guys, no,
Big
guys,
Bill.
don't do this. There are better ways.
So I guess it is true. Hurt people do, in fact, hurt people.
Okay.
But don't worry. We ain't out here to join your little group therapy session. We got real business to attend to.
Ryan, Keith, Big Bill, this is not the time.
Hey, Bill, why don't you get your little bitch on her leash and let's let the men talk.
Damn.
Always with the jokes, bro. Always with the jokes.
Talk.
I see you guys standing in the ring with them tag team titles, but I don't see a challenger.
No.
Now let
Me neither.
Oh, Jesus. Montel. Oh.
Let me tell you something, MVP, okay? You want to run your mouth, huh? You want to come out here with your cane and your little business cards? I can't tell if you're American Psycho or if you're Iceberg Slim. Are you a pimp or are you a businessman?
I'm a little bit of both, and I'm about to make my boys make both of you our bitches. Keep running your mouth.
Oh, my God.
All I see is a chump, and you, my friend, are the MVP. You're the MVP of being their bitch.
I think we already established who the bitch was. But since you want to continue to go on it.
Hold on. I see them standing in the ring with the tag team titles. Let me remind you, I was once a tag team champion, and I was never pinned, and I was never submitted for those titles. My partner got pinned by Sting, and then Sting ran off and retired before ever granting a rematch.
We do not care.
So how about this? We need to prove ourselves to Chris Jericho. I'm going to take my rematch, and we are going to take those titles.
And the comedian, I tell you what,
man.
since you and your little girlfriend want a title shot, I'll give you an opportunity.
Damn.
Why don't you guys actually win a match? And then, and only then, will we give you an opportunity to see us for the title.
God damn, MVP. Oh, he didn't have to cook those guys like that. Oh, shit, man. Well, I do want to see that one. I want to see Bobby Lashley and Big Bill inside the ring right there.
Tag Team Championship.
Folks, that's going to be our first commercial break of the evening here tonight. But next, when we come back live, we'll be Brody King against the returning Kyle Fletcher to the inside ring there. We have not seen Kyle Fletcher since his match with Will Ospreay at Revolution inside the steel cage right there. And, man, talk about being thrown into the deep end. If Kyle Fletcher thought he was going to have a nice night back in his first match back, heck no, that is not how you do things. That is not how you get called elite. You got to be thrown in the deep waters with a human tank like Brody King right there. And it's going to be a hard-fought matchup right there. Kyle Fletcher will have the speed, but when you talk about striking advantage, that's going to be given to Brody King in that one there. Strike advantage, of course, given to Brody King. Both guys are incredibly have high endurance inside the ring. But let's talk about what happened just moments ago there. MJF said that I would not work again with friends, but he made a good point, and he said, but when the bell rings and when we're here, I know for you, MVP, it's not about friendships. This isn't about friendships. This is about business. And so MJF was willing to do business with the Hurt Syndicate. But as I said, ladies and gentlemen, when the announcement was made, when the offer was made, by MVP, a lot of M's in this conversation here. MVP may have been cool with it, but how did Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin feel? Because remember, we saw that MVP told them, you guys go ahead and take the night off, and I'll just, run things here myself. And they headed out, and, well, MVP decided to play a little bit of recruiting behind the back of the Hurt Syndicate right there. I gotta imagine they were not too thrilled by that one right there, as we saw with Bobby Lashley walking right up in the face of MJF. And when he stuck out his hand, I couldn't tell if he was looking for a handshake, the microphone, but Bobby Lashley said to his face, "Give me the card right there." MJF gave him the card and ripped it on up right there. And I got to imagine that we're going to have to hear a conversation to be had between Bobby Lashley and MVP right there about all of this there, because they can't just let that one go right there. MJF, though, did the smart thing, though, and got out of Dodge and allowed, the Hurt Syndicate to have the ring. And Chris Jericho really trying to push Big Bill and Brian Keith to step up their game right there, but he has dared them to throw themselves in the deep waters. To step up to the Hurt Syndicate right there, that is just like career suicide in a way.
Rosa, guys, tonight's main event, you two will be teaming up for the first time in 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Taking on the team of Penelope Ford.
Guys, the women get to main event for the second week in a row right there. Incredible.
Tony, your challenger at Dynasty, Megan Bain.
Oh, yes, I remember it well. We were so young, so unafraid. Nothing's really changed.
No, everything has changed. You have changed. I mean, you have a butler. And let's not forget, last time we worked together, you knocked me out and tried to erase the space paint out of my face.
No, we all make mistakes in the heat of passion.
Then make no mistake, because I want what I never lost.
Enough of this gay banter. Megan Bain.
Okay, can someone answer me this question? Thunder Rosa, she's right. She never lost the AEW Women's World Champion, but has she gotten a championship match and then lost it? Because I feel like that she's had to have a championship match and then, didn't she wrestle Mariah May for the championship? It's like, okay, you didn't lose the title, but you got an opportunity. You can't keep saying, "Oh, I never lost the championship." You had an opportunity to get it back. You lost it.
Penelope Ford, you two soft tarts are about to get double teamed like you never dreamed.
And yes, and tonight, the games are over. Tonight, we fight. Tonight, you meet the team of
Thunder Tits.
Oh, dude, it's Thunderstorm.
Not anymore. Strap yourself in, girls. You're in for a bumpy night.
Oh, God. See?
Wow.
Thunder Tits.
Oh, no,
I can't.
nobody liked time was Tony Storm. That's there.
Are they cheating? I don't know if the crowd was shitting Thunder Tits. Well, ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in. Time was good. We're talking about strapping. Well, strap yourselves in. The big human tank, Brody King, has walked upon the earth here tonight to come down the ring to take on one of the members of the Don Callis family, and Kyle Fletcher here
at Revolution.
Kyle Fletcher,
Brody's backyard,
as we just talked about moments ago,
Los Angeles,
first match
California.
of back
Unfortunately
since
for Brody,
his match against Will Moxley at Revolution, the steel cage.
And Okada
Bloody, brutal.
Continental champion.
Again,
but Okada's not
you
gonna
want an
forget
easy
that
night
match
back?
for quite a while
Not gonna
because
happen.
Brody really
You
pushed
get thrown
him.
right in the
Brody is
deep
one of
end.
the strongest, most feared men.
Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher. All right, about being thrown in the deep end right there. And
Being accompanied by Don Callis.
Don Callis out there, of course. Great representative Don Callis, but Don Callis family. Gotta say though, Don Callis has been very successful with his round of the Don Callis family.
Revolution has Kyle Fletcher battled Will Ospreay in that
Oh my God!
steel cage match in Los Angeles earlier this month. Yeah, it was.
Somebody has a sign that Kyle Fletcher is the kid Sid from Toy Story. Unbelievable. That would be pretty good. I would not mind that one there at Dynasty though. Or maybe not Dynasty, just because we already have a triple threat. I wouldn't want to overuse a triple threat match.
You were talking about that cage match, the incredible fall that both men took.
Again here, Kyle Fletcher and Brody King.
Off the top of that cage.
There's no easy way back inside the ring for Kyle Fletcher.
Absolutely, they'll just smash up
As
your
he
body.
get a face up against
I believe, off
a
the
human
top there.
tank. Brody King
Yeah, you were
representing the Hounds of Hell there.
Don Callis is here. Leave my stuff alone.
Oh my God, there's a guy that also looks like Don Callis there as well. Some kid actually looks exactly like Don Callis. Going loud and proud for Brody. And where's that? Kyle Fletcher right now.
That was smart.
Booting Brody King in the face right there. Kyle Fletcher, referee was trying to give Kyle Fletcher time to.
Is sure to be one of the biggest events of the year. Only in theaters, April 4th. Get tickets
now
and experience an IMAX or Real D 3D.
Okay, yeah, so they are his disposable pants. He took advantage right there. Brody was trying to do the responsible thing and let him take off all of his gear. Kyle Fletcher's a dumbass right now, just hose it down, and Brody's just pissed off right now. Why you piss off a hellhound? You're a dumbass, Kyle Fletcher, and you deserve to get shot just like that.
Fletcher.
Shot in the chest right there. Kyle Fletcher falls in the corner there. Don Callis not even going to be on commentary for this match right now.
Of Fletcher.
And just choking out Kyle Fletcher in the corner right there.
Not joining us here at the desk.
Remembering the teachings of exactly what the House of Black had taught. Destruction and pain and misery come to all. So right now, Brody not going to go outside the ring with Kyle Fletcher there.
Control of Fletcher.
I think Fletcher may.
Brody's not rushing to get Fletcher back in the ring. That's the confidence.
Trying to hype up his man on the outside of the floor there.
And Brody has to know too with Don Callis.
I don't wonder. I begin. Kyle Fletcher took a Spanish fly off the steel cage. I mean,
the rest of the Don Callis family.
Right to the chest there. You don't just recuperate from that very easily. Brody King with a thigh slam there, rebound. It's a big boy senton. Practically dead center ring right there. And a smile on the face of Brody King as he dishes out the damage to Kyle Fletcher.
Fletcher heaving for breath there.
Yeah, right now, Fletcher's getting dominated, and we haven't been able to say that much.
Well,
in AEW.
I give Kyle Fletcher credit for trying, but he just does not have the strike advantage.
To the chest of Brody King. He barely budged. One chop from Brody King, and Fletcher goes down. You don't want to play that
Fletcher's
chop
got a speed
game.
advantage. He's got to work some speed in this matchup. Right now, he's just getting beaten down. And there it is.
Fletcher
kick right there.
Accelerates.
With a striking power.
High kick, and now
that would actually
down to a
stun
knee.
Brody right there.
Smart, very effective strategy.
Brody King crumbles there. Kyle Fletcher. Oh, that one was like to the back of the neck right there.
Bottom rope, delivering those stomps onto
Yeah,
the
leaving
neck.
off the bottom rope there for extra leverage and the stomp down.
With the leg, and now it's another great
I
call.
was about to say that Kyle Fletcher better strike with his legs and with his arms there. He cannot work a match like this with Brody King. He can't use your power. You don't have it. Against the man like Brody King, it's not going to work. As Brody lariats, Kyle Fletcher up and over on the outside.
Where the action continues live on Dynamite.
And we are going in picture right now, ladies and gentlemen, here. Brody King still not going on the outside of the floor here right now to, oh wait, hang on, now he is. Kyle Fletcher was still laid flat out on the outside of the floor as King throwing Kyle Fletcher into the barricade right there. And Brody slapping hand with one of the fans right there. And when the fight gets taken on the outside of the floor, this is the Hounds of Hell specialty here right now. Just take the fight, take the abuse outside right there to the opponent right there. Do some major damage right there. Now simply just stepping on the body there of Kyle Fletcher right there. Kyle Fletcher has practically had zero offense in this matchup. The only real offense he's had. Oh, look at that. Don Callis doing the smartest thing that he possibly can, getting himself into the crowd right there. He's not, chance staying outside there with Brody King out there. You can never predict. Brody King is just enjoying himself right now. A smile upon his face as he put his arm over the shoulder of Kyle Fletcher. Chopped Fletcher so hard he fell right into the crowd after the impact right there. Bryce right now just trying to beg these guys to get the action inside the ring. No referee ever wants to have to call a count out here right now. They prefer for the action to make sure it finishes right there. That's why they give referee discretion here. And Kyle Fletcher just keeps falling back right there. Chopped to the chest, and he actually got laid out across the chairs that are inside the crowd right there. I think the fans do love getting up close and personal with the wrestlers, but I don't think they were expecting to get that close with Kyle Fletcher there and brought into the suplex back into the ringside area there. And again, Bryce is trying to ask Brody King to get this one back inside there, but Bryce will just have to start giving a count right there. And well, now Brody gets the fight inside the ring there. Oh, Kyle Fletcher, a little bit too much of a pose down there by Brody there. And Kyle having utilized the calf kick there. And Brody was on the ring apron when he fell back off there. Don't you do it. Don, don't even think about it. Don't you dare. Oh, my God. Yeah, Don Callis, I said Brody King turned his attention around quickly as soon as he saw Don Callis getting close. I was like, Don, don't think about striking Brody King. If you want a death wish, then go for it, my man. That would be the biggest mistake of Don Callis' life, perhaps, to strike at a tank like Brody King. Well, right now, somehow, some way, after all the abuse that Kyle Fletcher has taken, he's able to rebuild here right now.
Sending Brody King smashing into our announce desk.
Yeah, Brody made a mistake.
Brody the shot to the chest again right now.
It really cost
Brody,
him
one of the toughest choppers in the business here in the game of AEW here. Well, Fletcher right now going after the bye right there.
But Fletcher
doesn't matter how big or strong you are, eventually, too many strikes to the body and you're good and you're going out. Don Callis, again, not on the commentary for this match. That does show that, you know,
Fletcher,
how mindful he wants to be at ringside there. God. You know, I think Kyle Fletcher, if memory serves me correct, in the Revolution match in the steel cage, I think that, you know, his chest started bleeding because of the chops there.
Oh boy, that
by Ospreay.
really stunned the big guy.
Take any more of those, and he's going to start bleeding again. Oh, God. It's a boss man slam right there. Good God almighty. Talk about a whiplash effect right there.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, both these guys, big guys, they both pounded. They're pounded. And they're going for it.
Brody right now already moving. Brody's taking a little bit of abuse in the matchup there, but
as we thought earlier.
The tank still keeps coming.
He seems to be coming back a bit.
Wow, Kyle Fletcher is already moving right now. Got to give it to the Protostar.
Bounce back.
Absolutely. And fans, Dynasty
Fletcher up, but not for long as Brody with the lariat. Fletcher bringing himself up there, almost like wrestling instinct right there. And walks into a chop and big time back body drop right there. The strength
from the guy to
on Brody King there.
That's a really brutal
Kyle Fletcher doing.
I
was going to say, perhaps doing the smart thing, getting out of the ring. Wait a minute. Oh, no. A man like Brody King is not supposed to dive, but dive he does. Tope suicide right there. Brody didn't have to go for that dive there. But he wanted to. But it says this is violence. And, oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
Yeah, boom.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at this. It's amazing a guy like Brody, what he will put his body through.
Right now, I was going to say a little bit of a stalemate. That Brody's taking a break there. And once again, we're on the outside of the floor here right now.
He is highly athletic.
Kyle Fletcher.
Dude, man, is Brody.
He was in the chair.
Fletcher's being tested. He is getting worn out here. I mean, I thought it was
another chop there. Fletcher in the seated position up against the barricade. Fletcher's got to move right now. His life may depend upon her here right now. Coming in hot and oh no! I don't even know where Fletcher was there, but Brody caught him. Oh no, snake! Oh, Brody! I went shoulder first into the steel post. Going in the barricade there now. Fletcher.
That's a great call.
Having an opportunity here right now.
That's not a round post. That's a square.
To rally up there, Fletcher. Running kick there. It's got to be frustrating to a man like Kyle Fletcher to know that, man, I'm hitting this guy with some of my greatest shots here. Tope suicide by Fletcher there as Brody hits the barricade there.
An LED board, too, guys.
Definitely putting some more impact right there. But as I was saying, it's got to be frustrating for a man like Kyle Fletcher who hits Brody King with some of his best offense, and he's able to just take it and come back from it.
You got to look at Fletcher. He's in a position where he's fighting for his life.
Now Brody King, that might be the first time I think that Brody King has really been stunned in this matchup here.
Fletcher needed this type of momentum or this type of offense.
Thank you all for joining in here right now. We got Brody King against the returning Kyle Fletcher inside the professional ring. After a little bit of a break from Revolution, and now
we saw the glassy look in Brody King's eyes as he's still trying to clear the cobwebs.
I don't know if that was three there. I couldn't hear what Bryce said.
Fletcher back
on
the attack.
Smart decision. Well, Brody's hurt right now. He's on the
Kyle
top
Fletcher,
rope here.
this might not be a good idea, Kyle. I don't know
What are
about
we
this
thinking about?
here. On the top.
Elbow drop there by Fletcher there.
Next, Fletcher now makes the cover.
First cover, I think, of the match there. 2 count.
Fires that left shoulder up off the mat. Saying it was a
2
great
count there
idea
by Fletcher there, and Fletcher can't believe
Watch
that.
his big elbow. I mean,
That was actually a Macho Man style. I didn't realize it was a foot there.
Yeah, I think Brody is more rattled by that toe.
There is no way.
Striking his head against the barricade.
No
He
way.
wants to
Kyle
let
Fletcher
on,
can
but
get
right,
this man
the
up for a
back of his head
brain
probably hit
buster.
that LED board.
I don't want to count out Kyle Fletcher,
Can't get the big guy
but
up.
no way.
Uh-oh.
Brody exploded right there. Kyle Fletcher
right
missing
there,
most
kind
of
of
the
reverse of
buckle right
exploder.
there. His
That's a
legs
tough
kind of hit the
landing right
buckle
there
right
in the
there,
corner.
but
Right on the
missed
back
a
of your
lot
head
of it
and neck.
there.
Yeah, that was just a
That was like a
desperation
saving
throw by
grace right
Brody
there.
King.
I'll tell you what's not a saving
You see
grace
Kyle.
right now where these wrestlers are right now.
Brody may have actually
On
landed
the ring
Kyle's
apron
face,
here.
Taz. Yeah. And the
Brody gonna
canvas
do a
landed
lot
on
of damage
Kyle's
up
back of his
there.
head.
Think about pile driver.
With Brody now, we're going to inflict more
Super
on
kick,
the outside.
man.
Big thrust kick.
And another one there.
Got to keep doing it, Kyle. Just keep bringing those kicks.
Yeah, 2 great extensions.
Oh, no. Got caught. Death Valley driver on the ring apron right there. And as everybody knows, hardest part of the ring right there. We're going to the picture break right there. Bryce obviously doing the right thing. They're going immediately to check on Kyle Fletcher right there. Brody King took a hard fall on the Death Valley driver, but of course, Kyle, his neck making impact on the ring apron right there. As you see, Kyle Fletcher actually, moving his fingers around right there, showing some. I don't know what's going on here right now. Don Callis and Bryce Rivesburg arguing at ringside right there. Obviously, I think Don Callis is trying to demand that Bryce get some control over this matchup here right now, but it has been very hard. Both these wrestlers have been taking a lot of the action outside the ring more than inside the ring here. You want violence and you want hardcore. You got it right here right now is nobody has moved here right now here, and I think Bryce is giving the count here right now. I don't know. Perhaps Don Callis told them to start counting there to just, end this thing here right now to try to, protect Kyle Fletcher from any further damage here right now. Or maybe he's thinking that Kyle Fletcher can somehow muster his way up there and get inside the ring and Brody gets counted out here right now. I think we're at a count of 6 here right now, but there's no audio because we are in picture break here right now, trying to watch Bryce's hands right now. Both guys slowly moving as a Death Valley driver on the ring apron. Brody King bringing himself inside the ring here right now. And count of 9, I believe there, or it might be 8. And there goes Kyle Fletcher able to break it at the 9 count right there. Both guys are completely spent. They're exhausted. They have made it through 2 picture commercial break. Well, this is our second picture break here right now in this matchup here. And Don Callis just right there trying to do what he can to just, get Kyle Fletcher up right there. Again, I want to say that I do love how Don Callis acts as a manager, though. He's a very good manager, an emotional, support system there. Like, Don Callis never, belittles, anybody in his family right there. He's always, trying to, muster them up right there and trying to be a good support right there. It's a good manager, is Don Callis. Brody right now up right now, but he's on spaghetti legs right there as he was walking on in there, and forearm there. Fletcher just crumbles to the mat. The only thing that kept that man up a little bit there was the ropes right there. As Brody just daring Fletcher, come on in here, strike me. And if Fletcher's smart, he'll go for a kick, not a forearm there. It's not going to stun Brody King there. Kyle Fletcher, he's a strong human being there. We don't want to count anything out against Kyle Fletcher there, but he just does not have the arm strength power that Brody King does. This man's been beaten down so much. He threw a forearm and he crumbled. He couldn't even keep himself up. Thank you for the 4 likes. Much appreciated that one there.
Fletcher continues.
I don't know if you'd call us a battle of David and Goliath here right now, but man, it is Fletcher rapid fire strikes right there, but Brody.
Fletcher just hanging in there with this big slugger, too.
What's up, Dakota?
Chopped on the Larry to
a super kick there again there. Rolling elbow there. Go for a cover.
Major impact
I don't even think Brody's going for one cover in this match right now. He is just enjoying
Great
punishing
matchup,
right
guys.
now.
We got a stacked card here.
Lariat, go for the cover. No cover.
Lariat by
Brody King is relentless on just
Both men
destroy.
looking to get back into the win column.
Gonzo bomb,
After
no.
Revolution earlier this month.
Oh, into the knee right there.
Very smart back of the head, too.
Right there. Now
After
Fletcher.
that, head goes Kyle
What's he
Fletcher.
doing?
Now Fletcher.
Oh, Fletcher, Anthony and Brody up there.
Fletcher.
Incredible strength by Fletcher.
Impressive.
And he was able to stall it. Tombstone. Wow.
Gave Brody plenty of time to think about it.
Never ever count out Kyle Fletcher again right there. Brody getting the shoulder up off a tombstone right there. I gotta say, incredible there by Kyle Fletcher to get Brody up. Not only get him up, but he stalled that tombstone. Kyle wanted to show the world, I am as strong. I'm stronger than you think I am.
Awesome stump pile driver here, but not enough.
Now it's a very pissed off look from Kyle Fletcher right there.
Shows strength.
Brody
by
right
Kyle
now
Fletcher getting the big man.
is
Brody
staggered
King
and
inverted
dazed
play like that.
in the corner.
Brody.
Man,
back
I'm
up
not
to
going
his
to
feet,
count out
distance
Kyle
to the ropes.
Fletcher now. He may be able to get him up with
Yeah,
that brain
if I'm Fletcher,
buster.
I'm sticking to strikes. I mean, I'm armchair quarterbacking from a desk here. But
Fletcher.
I would stick to strikes.
Post to
instead of
post, but
outside.
gets clobbered. Lariat.
Speaking of strikes.
Got caught there to Kyle
Man, oh,
Fletcher,
man.
but Brody
Fletcher don't even know where
slowly,
he's out on his feet. I
slowly
think.
moving now.
That's Fletcher.
It just falls about
collapsing.
there.
And Brody King.
Not sure what Brody wants to
these
do
are
next
just
right now.
haymakers going back and
Charge
forth.
in the
Yeah, I
by
was just
splash.
about to
That's the
say,
worst place that
anybody
Kyle
who's
Fletcher can be right now. See the position in the corner.
Takes the wind out of you, then you get squished
The dog
in the
is
corner.
barking. The
By
dog is
a guy the
howling.
size of a bus.
And
Helps Don
it's
Callis
a
out
cannonball. There's Mark Davis.
Mark Davis.
Mark Davis is
Don
going to be in
Callis
action
family
later on.
Pulling Kyle Fletcher out of harm's way.
Mark
Take
Davis
advantage of it, Kyle.
working
You got to take
for his
advantage of it.
Aussie Open
Longtime
brother.
tag team partner Kyle Fletcher Davis with the assist
Oh,
here.
wait a
Fletcher
minute.
now
Brody
on the
King
attack, and the referee saw none
placed
of it
on the
because
top
of
rope
distraction
right there.
by
That
Don
takes
Callis
straight
on the
as well
floor.
by Fletcher to get him up there.
Yeah, Mark Davis scheduled to face Powerhouse
Now-
Hobbs a little bit later on tonight.
Oh, hang on, wait,
And now
wait,
they're
wait,
already
wait.
helping the Don Callis.
Brody's still fighting right
Wait
now.
a second, Brody King though not out of this
Shots
fight
to the
yet.
midsection.
Shots to the body.
Chop the
Overhand
chest.
chop.
Oh, God, wait a minute. No way. A Death Valley driver on the ring apron was bad enough. And
Oh no. Fletcher. He got
Oh.
the eyes of Brody King. The referee didn't
I
see
didn't
it. He
even
was
see
arguing
that.
with Davis, and now Fletcher, after the kick, he's got Brody
Here comes.
up in the corner, and
both guys at the top right
Kyle
now.
Fletcher. The
Oh, brain buster on the buckler.
1, 2, 3.
And Kyle Fletcher gets the victory. But I gotta wonder how much of an assist that Mark Davis was right there.
Move like that.
And again, we tried to give Mark Davis the benefit of the doubt once upon a time about what type of pull that Don Callis had over on Davis for him to be with a man like the Don Callis family. But clearly, there is no need to give Mark Davis any more leeway.
285 or
He's
so
made his
pounds.
decision
All
to
of that
choose
weight
to stand with the
coming
Don Callis family, to choose to stand with Kyle Fletcher,
But it was the
abandon
assist
friendship
by
with
Mark
Will
Davis
Ospreay,
that tilted the scales in favor of the winner.
shaking the hand. Oh, wait a minute now.
Really helped Fletcher. Now Fletcher
This is unnecessary assaulting right now. Fletcher right now assaulting Brody King after the match.
and that's directing traffic with Mark Davis.
A man
Gotta
who
be
was
kidding me right now.
momentarily-
Somebody get, well, I was about to say somebody get out here and somebody's coming.
Set to go one-on-one. That's
Powerhouse Hobbs. Well, he's walking into a danger zone, but no, he's not. He's going right to the crowd as Powerhouse Hobbs. While they're waiting at the stage, Hobbs is right there. Time to throw meats around. Davis is going down. Fletcher's going down.
History of Don Callis and the family.
Brody King and Powerhouse Hobbs. Oh, man. Those guys went overboard there.
Some redemption right there for Mr. King.
Well,
Davis is living around.
ladies and gentlemen, that match is scheduled. Mark Davis and Powerhouse Hobbs, and that's coming up next right now. You want Meat Madness? You want Meat Mania? Well, welcome aboard, brothers. We got Meat Madness coming up next between Powerhouse Hobbs and Mark Davis there. I got to wonder, though, if Kyle Fletcher's going to the back out there, or if maybe that Kyle Fletcher will return favor and actually stand at the side of Mark Davis. At least that's what I would do if I was Kyle Fletcher. But then again, Fletcher maybe wanted to take an ice bath after what he experienced with the human tank Brody King right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining in. We saw Kenny Omega take on Blake Christian, our opening matchup. Kenny Omega got the victory there. Ricochet is off celebrating his wedding day. And Speedball Mike Bailey just wanted to throw down the law, pretty much tell Kenny Omega that, hey, I respect you and admire you. You're a great man, a great wrestler. But when it comes to Dynasty, I'm not going to hesitate to put the final nail to make sure that I become the champion. And actually got booed for that one there in Speedball Mike Bailey. Clearly the fans have chosen their favorite in the triple threat matchup there. Fans have chosen their favorite to be the cleaner Kenny Omega. But it doesn't matter who your favorite is at that point there. All that matters is that who can be the better man on that night. And as we know in a triple threat matchup, Kenny Omega does not have to be pinned or submitted for the title to change hands right there. And after that, we did see MJF and MVP inside the ring. MJF did accept the invitation to the Hurt Syndicate. Only problem is, while MVP may have been glad to see that, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, not so much. Bobby Lashley walked in and demanded the card from MJF right there. Maxwell Jacob Friedman gave Bobby Lashley the card, and Bobby Lashley just ripped it up there. MJF didn't want trouble, so he got out of the ring and said, we'll talk later or something like that. I can't remember his exact words, but clearly, as exactly as I said, that MVP may have wanted this, but it was not a group invitation that came from the Hurt Syndicate. So a completely different story right there. And
chaos during the break between Powerhouse Hobbs.
Security apparently has been out there during the commercial break to try to keep Powerhouse Hobbs and Davis separated so that way we can actually have this match up there. Not sure why Christopher Daniels is out there. You're not an EVP anymore.
Hobbs should be arrested. He came
I'm just kidding. Christopher Daniels
tried to
be out
assault
there.
me. I'm not a wrestler. I don't know what his problem is with me.
Oh, hang on right now here.
Can we
Well, now finally, everybody, there's
Now
still
into the ring.
chaos
Look
and
at this
commotion going on here right now.
They're ready to start the match right now. Let's go.
Gotta get these, just get the security guards out here right now. Everybody's trying to cool the heads here right now. And
there you go.
oh, now no more. Davis waiting no more here. Let's go right now.
Hobbs. Yeah, Hobbs is out of the ring.
Daniels, get out there. You're a retirement man. Here we go. Meat.
Straight heavy hitter match.
Meats are flowing. The beefs are frying. The chants are going. Meat Madness, Meat Mania is around. And here comes Suplex City. Mark Davis is back.
Yeah, that's ready.
Vote for Mark Davis. I got to tell you, Hassan, I think that Hobbs may take this one, though.
Being taken over the
Powerhouse Hobbs with a suplex of his own.
History with yourself, Don, and the family. Discarded when he
As
was
right now,
no longer
Davis
used
staggering
to.
to get to his feet. Heavy shot there.
Davis because Mark is bigger, stronger, and
Meats
tougher
are flying.
in my opinion.
The beefs are flying.
He is big.
And Davis with a knee strike to the midsection there.
I don't think he's
Davis.
bigger,
Oh, and Hobbs has thrown his meat right
You're an
into
expert
Davis.
on how big these guys are and how tough
Yes,
they are.
I did mean to say it like that.
Last time you were in a wrestling ring,
Davis
Shivani.
trapped him in the corner right now. Oh, and Davis,
I've
I
been in
think
a
he may have
wrestling
pulled
ring a
the
couple
shoulder
times,
straps
and I
there.
could chuck
Hobbs
it in,
and
I think.
pulled him
Please,
face
please.
first in the buckle there.
I mean, yeah, they all big,
Got
impressive
illegal,
guys,
but
guys,
definitely
that's
just not
everything.
honorable there, in my
Some
opinion,
big
right there.
guys beating many big guys. You called
Heavy
it,
chops
Don
there by
Callis.
Davis
You
there.
should get
And
in there. That's what I would pay to see
as
that.
Davis
That would be great.
I'm a retired
scraping
man.
the
Please
form
stop.
across
I'm
the
watching these
face
two
of
great
Hobbs right
athletes.
there. Just a
Davis.
little
I'll
lack
get in
of
there with you,
respect
Don.
there.
How about we do that?
Hobbs trapped in the same position as now Mark Davis. Rebound from the ropes there. Just charged right into a grounded form right there. Man, that one just really rocked the Powerhouse Hobbs there.
Taz, with people who are bigger or not as big as him.
Davis could be
He's
looking
in
at
there
end
now
one
with
right now with a
brute.
pile driver
That's
here.
a fair point. That's a fair
Back
point.
by a drop there
And
by the
these guys, I can't even
Powerhouse,
Steven regarding
using the
power
power
end of
that's
things.
been given to
Different
him.
physiques, obviously.
I would
And
probably give the
Hobbs
speed advantage
says,
to
bring
Hobbs.
on the meat. But Davis
Even
with a
though
back elbow
Davis
there.
is deceivingly quick.
Davis tried charging in. Big gets caught with a big time power slam there by Powerhouse Hobbs. And the straps are coming down.
He hates
The
you.
titties
I
are
know
loose.
Hobbs forever. And he's never
No
liked
filter
you.
here
He's trying
tonight,
to
I
get money
guess.
out of you. And you're cheap.
Charging
You're
there by Hobbs and
you're cheap.
trapping the core there.
As Hobbs
Throwing those heavy
repeated
lariats
shots in
and
the corner. And
Davis
now,
don't wait. Nope.
hammers are
Kind of back.
reversed.
Wait a
No.
sec.
Davis
It's almost trying to
shot down.
did not really
Davis
get
too
Davis
powerful,
up for
too
a
much
little bit of a
low center
Uranage he
of
was
gravity.
trying.
He's got that lower
You know that
body.
Hobbs was a little bit frustrated by that, but it was still kind of a good recovery. It was like a single leg takedown in a way.
Davis, he blocked.
Davis,
and
it's spine buster! Just like that, it's over. How quickly Powerhouse Hobbs can end your night with one spine
Yeah,
buster.
of course. I mean, he got an unfair advantage by coming through the crowd. I mean,
Dog Callis making more excuses, but
I don't know what. I would
has
call the
been
police right now.
under the assault of the Don Callis family weeks on end. He's had his problems with Brian Cage, Lance Archer,
through the mat here in St. Paul.
and tonight Mark Davis of another edition
Thanks for coming. We'll see you
and
later.
a Powerhouse
Let's go
Hobbs
for the night out. You come down
story.
Taz, I hope so.
Powerhouse Hobbs is a smart man. He knew that he had something special when they started the meat chant, and he's just embraced it right there.
Don Callis making a hasty retreat as Powerhouse Hobbs. We should have left that guy hanging out of the
Taz is the heel at heart, man. Man, I wish Hobbs would have left that guy hanging. That would have been funny.
Dominant fashion.
Some guy had his hand for a high five there. Taz like, I wish we would have left him hanging.
And now let's hear from Lexi Nair.
All right, well, we're going back.
I'm standing here with the patriarchy, but Nick, I would specifically like to talk to you. We see a big shift in you as of late. You went face-to-face with Christian Cage, and then you costed Cope the world title match. What exactly is going on with you?
Starting to understand it now, Lexi. Things are starting to make sense to me as to why Christian Cage did what he did at Revolution. But I'm going to wait to speak my thoughts until I'm with him face-to-face. But as for last Wednesday, that just goes to show you what happens when everybody's on the same page and how to properly, I repeat, properly execute a plan.
Hey, that leaves me with more questions and answers. Did Nick Wayne? Oh, I don't know. That was very interesting. Okay, I'm always thinking about a bigger picture, about some type of swerve. Speaking of Swerve Strickland coming up next to call out Jon Moxley. But the big swerve that I'm thinking about is, what if the sons of Christian Cage are planning a mutiny to turn against their father? Because Nick Wayne just said that's what happens when you execute a plan properly execute a plan. What if that was not Christian Cage's orders? What if that was Nick Wayne giving orders and the brothers, Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne, working together to come up with their own plan? But the big story, of course, that we're going to be following later on tonight is going to be the sit-down interview that Tony Schiavone is going to have, or may have already had, with Adam Copeland and FTR. I say may have had because it may have been pre-recorded. We have not seen it yet there, and that is the one that I'm looking forward to a lot, because I want to know what's going through the mind of Dax Harwood. We know that Dax Harwood has kind of been a bit of a hothead as of late. He has refused to shake the hand of Undisputed Kingdom twice. He has refused to shake the hand and pick Adam Copeland up after last week, the street fight match that Copeland and Moxley had for the World Heavyweight Championship. So something is clearly going on. And when Cash Wheeler confronted Dax about it on the outside of the floor, Dax just pushed him. Now tempers flare, of course, between brethren and tag team partners. So, it's not like Cash, fought him back there, but obviously just a look of upset or confusion right there. So clearly we need answers about what's going on here between Rated FTR right there. these guys, I didn't even know if that I thought they might stick around a little bit longer to become to maybe work for trios titles, but that is not going to be the case. As I said, I think that Samoa Joe, Katsuyori Shibata, and Hook, the Ops, they need to be the ones who take the trios titles from the Death Riders. I think that they are the most powerful and dominant trios team that you could make, like right there. They need to be the guys. And I've said this before. If we don't get the Ops being the one to be the trios champions, I will question Tony Khan on that. There, I was like, what are you doing, my man? What you doing? So thank you all for joining in. We should be back live with Dynamite, maybe about 20 or 30 seconds. We're going to hear from the number one contender, Swerve Strickland, who was under assault by Jon Moxley last week with a crowbar there. Swerve Strickland is a dangerous man. But, speaking of dangerous, Hangman Page.
Last week, you officially entered yourself in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. The winner of that tournament going on to challenge for the AEW World title at All In. And tonight, we happen to be in the Twin Cities 3 years.
I know I'm recovering from a busted eardrum, but did I just hear you say that you're going to get involved in my championship? Did I stutter? No, don't you dare try it. I will freaking end you. Don't you tell me. You know I'm freaking capable. You know what I'm capable. We don't got time for this. Don't play me. Come on, boss. Let's go.
Wow, Twin Cities, Minneapolis.
This is why I said it on my Blue Sky. I apologize for pausing for a moment, but Swerve Strickland literally got in the face of Hangman Page and said, "You better not screw me out of my World Heavyweight Championship." Don't even think about that. And I'm just like, these guys, they cannot coexist. They cannot ever forgive. There can be no forgiveness. It's like, this is a real rivalry here right now. It's personal. It is real. I understand that pro wrestling is scripted, okay? It's staged. But you want to take it seriously. Would you forgive someone who invaded your house? Would you forgive someone who burned down your childhood home? Fuck no, you wouldn't. So don't
very special
don't
Hangman
fuck around.
That's where he won his first AEW World Championship. He has
I just had to say that
on another reign as champion,
those guys
but so does the number one contender.
Never make up.
Strickland, who will face Jon
They
Moxley
need to be
for the
forever
title
enemies.
1 week from Sunday at Dynasty, live on pay-per-view from Philadelphia.
Ladies and gentlemen,
earlier today, our own Tony Schiavone
I guess we're here
got to speak with rated FTR.
I asked for it. Here we go.
Dax and Cash. And, well, Tony, it was a pretty revealing conversation.
It really was. Based on what happened a week ago after that match between the rematch between Cope and Jon Moxley, it was kind of surprising ending. So we tried to get to the bottom of it and talk to all parties today.
All right, well, let's take a look.
Here we go. Let's hear the interview that happened here.
The relationship between these three men go a lot deeper than what we have seen on camera. You three are basically next door neighbors. And Cope, you've been responsible for some of the biggest breaks in their career. That being said, what happened last
Tony, I think I should interrupt real quick. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I feel that I need to address the elephant in the room. Last week, I allowed my emotions to get the better of me, and I owe Adam, and not just Adam, I owe Cash as well, an apology for what happened. I felt that FTR took a break from our goal, our focus, which has always been the AEW World Tag Team Championship. We took a break for 4 months off of that to help you realize your goal of being AEW World Heavyweight Champion. And after 2 tries, it didn't happen, and it just kind of ate at me emotionally.
Can I just stop you there, though? Just the way you position that, man. Like you make it sound like I came back and pulled you away from the tag team titles, but no. I came back to try and help you against Moxley and the Death Riders. They put bags over your heads, guys. I mean, that's how this all started. It wasn't my intention to pull you away from the tag team.
No. I'm just saying, that's why I'm apologizing. I let my emotions get the better of me. That's why I prefaced it that way. I apologize to you. I know it wasn't your intention. I just felt that we took our eye off of the prize, and for 4 months we were directionless and had nothing to do.
I think honestly, no offense, I think we've all let our emotions get the better of us recently, and I cannot watch you two fight like this, and I can't be caught in the middle of it.
That's why
everybody knows that you're my best friend. We've been side by side for the past 11 years, that everything we've accomplished. But I don't know if people know as much about my friendship with Adam and what he's done for me, and the fact that without either one of you guys, I have nothing. Like when I was struggling and I had nowhere to live and I'm sleeping in my car, he gave me a place to live, and he gave me a place to live without worry so I could pursue all this. And he gave me chance after chance. and help me with these opportunities. And without either one of you guys, I don't have this. I'm not where I'm at right now. And I want my two best friends and I want myself to all be on the same page together.
That's why I'm apologizing. That's why I'm saying I'm sorry. I took it too far last week. I do apologize, but I do think now that we've allowed Adam to realize his goals and we've assisted him on his goals, I think it's time for you and I to go after the Hurt Syndicate. It's the Hurt Syndicate, the AEW World Title.
Let me stop you real quick. And I think that there's still something here, and I still think that Rated FTR has a lot of life left, and I would love to go after the trios titles at least one more time to see if we can do it. Like, there's too much.
I agree.
Yeah.
So if you guys think there's juice left in the tank, let's do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so April 6th, what do you say, Death Riders? Rated FTR versus the Death Riders for the Trios Championships.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Top guys, out.
Hey, Rated FTR.
Sounds even better.
Okay.
That was uncomfortable right there because exactly like what Cash was saying. It's like I don't like you guys being arguing, and I'm like in the middle here right now because that's exactly what it felt like. It felt like mom and a dad arguing, and little kid right there just in the middle watching their parents fight right there. It just felt uncomfortable, and I don't remember Rated FTR ever getting a shot at the Trios Championships. I mean, I did not realize they've been in this thing for 4 months there. Man, how time flies by there. Well, we are here right now with the number one contender, Swerve Strickland, who is completely got enemies all around him. He's got enemies with the Death Riders. He's got John Moxley in his sights. He's got Hangman Adam Page, who has threatened to ensure that Swerve never gets another championship, never gets to hold the World Championship again. I mean, this guy has always made sure to have a target on his back, Swerve Strickland, since his number one day in arrival of AEW. Oh man, that was 2 weeks ago when he attacked Swerve with a crowbar. I didn't even realize that was 2 weeks ago. I said last week. My bad. Man. Hands going loud and proud. Swerve Strickland.
Everybody knows exactly why I'm here. I'm here to call out John Moxley, not the Death Riders. The AEW World Champion, John Moxley. You better get your ass down here right now and look me eye to eye, man to man, if you got the balls to do so.
Somebody said fuck him up, Swerve, or something like that.
Here we go.
Asking you, maybe he shall appear. Never know where John Moxley will
John
appear.
Moxley, the man.
Moxley
1
sometimes.
week ago,
Moxley has answered the call.
Rated R superstar Cope and one of the most.
Never say that John Moxley doesn't have the fortitude. Never say he doesn't have the balls, he doesn't have the guts. This is one of the toughest individuals you are ever going to meet in life and inside the ring. Never forget who John Moxley is. A cold-hearted bastard. An intense individual John Moxley is.
Looks like he don't give a rat's tail. He just wants to be face to face with the AEW World Champion
Moxley,
right now here.
He is in no rush to get inside the arena with Swerve Strickland.
Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Championship.
Of course, gotta know that Swerve is also quite a hot-headed as well at times, so Moxley is taking a slow approach out there.
We've mentioned it before, and worth mentioning again. It was
Moxley is walking out alone at the moment, but as we have seen time and time again, you may walk out alone, but you are never alone.
And I say
when the Death Riders are with you.
With the Death Riders around.
I thought I saw Claudia in the background, but
after that maybe not. Last week, plenty of questions about John Moxley's condition. You know, I mean, you're never 100% as a professional wrestler.
John Moxley.
I would imagine.
I was going to say Moxley doesn't have a microphone in hand, but calls him like it now.
Sorry, you're making a point.
Brent's not doing the right thing, getting out of dodge here.
1 week ago. Yeah, for sure.
Moxley answered the call of Swerve Strickland.
I've been allowing things to go on like this for far too long. People have been asking me since October, why haven't I been going after my AEW World Championship? And truth be told, I like to give people enough rope to just hang themselves, and that's you, John. Look at you. What happened to you? John Moxley used to be revered here in AEW.
He's not now?
You and the AEW World Championship used to be synonymous with one another, but now look at you. You hide behind Claudio. You hide behind Wheeler Yuta. You hide behind Pac. Hell, you even hide behind Marina Shafir.
Mox just sitting there. Yeah, hold on. Go on.
This man still has the nerve to say that nobody in the back wants to be world champion, but truth be told, you're not even worthy enough to be a champion yourself. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think the reason that you hide that championship inside that little briefcase of yours is because you can't even think you look for it yourself. You can't even look at it with you on your shoulder anymore.
Not sure at all.
Every time that you have a championship defense, you narrowly escape. And last week, you showed the whole world that, oh, by the way, how's your back doing?
That was brutal, yeah. I love Mox just sitting there taking, like, yeah, what else you got? Come
Everything about John Moxley that you used to describe yourself as is now the man looking at you right here, right now.
Swerve calling himself the new John Moxley. Swerve is a violent, dangerous man. But are you the lord of violence?
Oh my.
Wait a minute.
Look at this. Oh boy. Claudio, Nana completely unaware.
Nana doesn't even know that Claudio's right behind him there. Moxley came out with a game plan here. And oh, they got it. Moxley calling him off right now for a moment. I don't even think Nana knows what's behind him. I should say who's behind him. Moxley with no words is showing I'm in control here right now.
We're chilling.
We're chilling.
That all sounded great. If you believe it. Man, this isn't about me. This is about you. April 6th is you versus you. Swerve versus Swerve at Dynasty. It's not about me. Stop worrying about me. Who are you, really? What are you, really? I know.
I love him.
I listen, I watch, I see everything, I hear everything. I know exactly who you are. I know exactly what you are, and I know what you could be. Damn, I have had some high hopes for you. But I've been disappointed before on April 6th. I will give you a chance to step in and become everything that you can be. You just have to ask yourself one question. How far am I willing to go? Not tonight, not just April 6th, but every day. When it's cold and dark and you're in pain and you're tired, when the world is bearing down on your shoulders, when you ain't got no friends left, when everybody is gunning for you, when you have the weight of the entire world on your shoulders, will you endure? Will you put one foot in front of the other and keep going? Or will you look for a way out? Will you take others with you? There's a lot of questions you got to ask yourself. You're not what you think you are. You haven't suffered enough yet. But you will suffer on April 6th. My sport has been taken over by billionaires and Hollywood talent agencies and kids who see the world through an Instagram filter and don't know their head from their ass. It's guys like you that give me hope for the future. It's guys like you that make me think everything I put my mind and my body and my soul through was for a reason.
John Mox is singing the praise of Swerve actually for a moment there.
but I ain't gonna give it to you. I don't care what kind of punk-ass organization they're running around here. I don't give handouts. So how far are you willing to go? Me, I'm willing to go the whole way right now.
John Moxley basically willing to put everything. Give a lights out match.
Shouldn't be a problem for you. I mean, you are the most dangerous man in AEW, right?
Lord of Violence calling him the most dangerous man in AEW, but I'm sensing. Oh, wait a minute. And now there's Marina Shafir. Oh, wait a minute. She got a crowbar in hand. And, oh, Willow. A light tube. I'm not sure what that is there. A lead pipe there.
She's got a lead pipe with
Everybody's at the side here.
John?
There's
You
only
finally
one
facing
man
off with
left.
somebody smarter than you.
Wait, hang on. I'm sorry. Let me go back.
She's got a lead pipe with
Maria with that crowbar. What's wrong, John? You finally facing off with somebody smarter than you. Let's get this straight. You want to talk unscripted violence? Boy, I am violence. You bled pints, I bled buckets. You've been in Texas death matches, I won them. I am the most dangerous man in AEW. Whose house? And in Philadelphia in 11 days, I take back the AEW World Championship and I continue to lead the Dynasty era. And while I'm doing that, you can have fun, continue to play John Moxley on TV.
Swerve is right. He won the Texas Death Match. He did have help from Brian Cage in it, but he beat Hangman and Page in it. John Moxley lost that match to Texas Death to Hangman when they entered. In a sense,
And Moxley
stalemate has been reached.
Shafir,
she's
the plan to backfire for a moment for the Death Riders.
A very palpable tension here between
Audio, Marina, and Moxley.
John Moxley and his
And the lines in the sand have been drawn.
Strickland, Dynasty, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
No, we need that match between Maria Shafir and Willow Nightingale for Dynasty.
World Championship.
Oh, it's like Maria Shafir going up for Willow Nightingale right there. Behind Willow Nightingale, never even saw it come right there, but now she does right there.
Now turn things around on Shafir.
And
yeah, I don't think this is what Moxley's
Claudio
happening right now.
Oh, God.
Claudio is kind of
Claudio trying to get Marina out of here right now, and right now the ladies are completely lost here right now. This was not in the plan at all right there. Marina taking the actions in her own hands for a moment there. And now Moxley trying to calm things down here, trying to bring Marina back there.
Break free. Claudio Castagnoli.
That was not in the plan for the Death Riders there. Marina just letting her emotions get the better for them for a moment there. But Willow still no fear in the eyes of Willow Nightingale.
But fans, right now, I understand that Katsuyori Shibata has commandeered a camera, and we're about to hear from the ops.
There you go.
Take it away, Shibata, son.
Take it away, Shibata.
Let me ask you a question. Last week, kind of stuck in that choke a little bit for a little bit of time. I mean, is there anything behind that? I mean, it's fun. Fun.
Bro, come on. He's an annoying dude. It's enjoyable to choke out. I mean, come on.
Oh, that was just Caster.
So anyway, Go solo. Look, think about my former partner. He's doing all right now.
Oh, what's he talking about?
No. I'm saying they're chanting my name. Like, let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive. Let's go. I've never heard that. Hey, Shibata, what's up?
You choke out Max Caster again.
All right. Come on. Hey, what's up, hometown boys? It's good.
Oh, man.
Watch out for him.
Top Flight and AR Fox right there.
To the death.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, he's out.
Max Caster definitely knows how to. Oh, where's that? Oh. Okay, they had me going for a moment there. I realized that this is a commercial for AEW Dynasty. I saw like a I don't know what you call it, a little like underground area, and I was like, oh my god, is that Darby Allin? And I was like, oh wait, no, this isn't for Darby Allin. Just because I missed the man. Turn that down. All right, so while we have a quick moment, I'm going to go ahead and take a break here from ladies and gentlemen. I will be right on back. I don't know. Wait, that's right. We have Mark Briscoe and Konosuke Takeshita, and then our main event is going to be Thunder Rosa, Timeless Tony Storm against Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. So we're back in just a few. Oh, I thought I missed something. Oh wait, you know what? I realized I'm not live. All right, now we're live. We're still on commercial break, so we haven't missed anything. Might be back live in maybe about 20-30 seconds, and then we're back live with Dynamite. Man, these 2 hours have passed by very quickly, which is a good thing. I always compliment the pacing of AEW. I think that tonight's has been.
Jay White, the last time we spoke, you seemed to take a particular interest in Will Ospreay entering himself in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. As of now, we've got Will Ospreay and Hangman Adam Page both entering themselves. You have history, of course, with both of these men. So where do you stand on things?
Those are some big names. Ospreay, Hangman. I think we should add Jay White to that. So what better time than now to officially enter myself in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Look, in last year's Owen Hart Cup, it didn't work out too well. I lost to Hangman for the first time, thanks to his buddy Christian. I then ended up injured and out for 3 months. But this year's Cup, no, we're going to win the Cup. We're going to go on to All In Texas and once again have a shot at the AEW World Championship. And if Hangman or the Billy Goat are lucky to cross paths with a switchblade, well, so be it. But you see, before we get there, there's plenty of other players backstage, I'm sure, that would love to differ with me. So how about one of the original Collision Cowboys returns to Collision this Saturday? And if anybody back there thinks they're more deserving of that spot, show up and state your case to the Switchblade.
The Switchblade laying on an open challenge for Saturday Night Collision.
The Owen Hart Foundation men's and women's tournament.
All right, well, we got
just a few weeks here in
tag
AEW
team action here. Impromptu for Dante and Darius Martin, the Hopetown Boys here tonight. Joined alongside with friend AR Fox out there. I imagine this is to further a potential nomination for Top Flight there, and I love to see it because I got high hopes for these guys in Top Flight. Whether it be in tag or singles competition.
We saw what happened this weekend. Actually, let's go back to the ring and Justin Roberts.
and their opponents, Alex Finley and Devo Knight.
Yeah, the crew choked out.
I imagine that both these all these teams actually are
with chains and
hometown guys.
pulled off by
We're going to start things
referees,
off
but
with
security.
Darius Martin here right now.
But man, listen to the crowd.
Oh, they love
Top Flight, man.
Hometown guys right here, no doubt. It's awesome. I'm happy
Against
for Top
one of the
Flight.
individuals,
Great
and
reaction. Nice mat
Nice
return
block
right there
takedown
by
slam there
Darius.
by Darius.
And now Darius floats over.
Oh,
heading for
good
the
cover
takedown.
already there.
Saw that pending legal case against Dante.
Yeah, we're working on it. My lawyers are still on that. It's been a while. It's slow, you know.
And,
Dante.
back elbow there
just elbow strike.
by Darius there. This
Takes opponent
individual.
down, and now Dante.
Oh, heavy chop there by
and
Darius
chop
there.
there.
Never knew Darius we went
It
to
was
a
an incredible
chopper.
effort. And we see Big Bill, Brian
Big
Keith,
Bill,
throughout
Brian
the
Keith,
channels
Big
of the Hurt
Worm laid out
Syndicate,
the
the AEW World Tag
challenge
Team Champs
by
earlier
the Hurt
tonight.
Syndicate.
They're watching
You
everything
want
in
a
tag
shot
team
at the
related. They're
titles.
trying to prove themselves
You're
to
gonna need to
Jericho.
win some
Yeah, I think
matches
that
here.
browbeating he gave
And,
them
you know,
really
that's
hit
not,
home.
you know,
Yeah, nice
that should
suplex
not
into the
be,
kip
you know,
up by Darius. Here comes Dante.
And
you know,
Tony, this past weekend, Darius and Dante,
should not
along
be
with
saying
AR
anything
Fox,
that-
they gave the
Oh,
World
my
Champions,
God.
the Death Riders, just about all they could
back
handle.
Bill from STO takedown slam there by
impressive
Top Flight. That
performance.
was
Yeah,
nice
it really
move there.
was. And here's the fact
Backhand
that
fest by
when
here.
you're going up against the Death
Oh,
Riders,
back
you
elbow
know
there,
what
nice
you're
one
going
there.
up against. But when you're going up against a team like Top Flight,
Top
and AR
Flight, whoop,
Fox,
whoop, shit. Oh, my God. I hope
it's
that
kind of
continues
the
on.
unknown.
Springboard off the bottom up there.
Keep it up and
Dante
over is
Martin.
Dante Martin.
So damn flexible and so damn
Jawbreaker.
incredible is Dante right there. And Top Flight showing a little bit of
Darius
aggressive
now.
action here right now
Right
is Darius.
Yeah, wearing them out there. Keeping them
Which
moving.
they're in.
Yeah, they're fired up, Taz.
Yeah,
Right
that's
down
sure
there
what it
is-
should be.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Holy-
man.
Oh, his own right there. I got lucky on that, to be honest with you.
Manhattan
Yeah.
chop, but very awkward angle for
I agree with that one,
Darius'
Hassan.
knee to bend
There
back,
is
but
no way
still
that Top Flight doesn't win
maintaining
this
the
match here right
maintaining
now.
the
There
turn,
is
Tony.
a
Yeah.
level of
You're talking
focus with
about
them
two
here
kids.
tonight, especially being here in their hometown here.
Could be number 26. No.
I love to see it because actually they're giving the
98
other
wins
team
overall
some
for
time as well
Dante.
here in this matchup
39 for Darius.
because I think that they want to give everybody here right now a chance to shine in their hometown here. Dante, high springboard with a crossbody right there. And the end is nigh. Top Flight gonna pick up the victor here right now here. Soon enough, perhaps.
Still looking on.
As
And
out of there and
now Darius returns to the corner. Oh,
shot there and
it's
been announced for
official
collision
this
right now.
Saturday.
Top Flight
Collision
against
live
Brian
from
Keith and
Milwaukee,
Big Bill
UWF
here.
Panthers Arena. Top
Oh,
Flight,
shotgun
Big
dropping German
Brian
suplex. That
Keith.
great combination there by
Tag
Top
team
Flight there.
action.
And
Yeah, you can better believe the
what
crew
more
will
do
be
they
watching
want to
out
do here?
closely.
This is
And all of that, we heard that.
Oh, shell shock.
We watched that also. We
Uh,
also heard from Jay
running
White.
fireman's carry drop there.
Open challenge.
And Dante Martin
The splash.
high like a frog tadpole splash. Whatever you want to call it there. That high body splash there by Top Flight there. And Thomas actually treading in Leo Rush still have their issues with Top Flight as well there, but Top Flight better be more focused for Saturday when they get told exactly who they're going to be facing. Big Bill and Brian Keith there.
Let's take a look at the one man we haven't heard from yet.
I missed something. Everyone's favorite prom.
Ever since I came into AEW, the game has dramatically changed. It's time for me to lead AEW into a new generation. When it comes to being the best in the world, there's only one person that fits that criteria, and it's me right now. When you hear this is where the best wrestle now, fam, this is where Billy wrestles. It's about restoring the feeling.
Billy wrestles.
I am the feeling.
Will Ospreay going to be making his grand return next week in Illinois, pure Illinois, man. We're going to make sure that Ospreay gets a welcome home to one of wrestling's favorite cities, Illinois, or favorite state, I suppose I should say. And make sure to get the ones in the air, reach for the sky, and Mark Briscoe is here and ready to start throwing a fight. Going to be a tough challenge for Mark Briscoe in this matchup here right now. For Briscoe to stand toe-to-toe with Konosuke Takeshita.
Will undoubtedly be.
Takeshita. Both guys are great strikers inside the ring, but man, I hate to take it away from Mark Briscoe, but I think Takesha's going to have the advantage when it comes to strike power in this one here. And Don Callis at the side of the Alpha. Inosuke Takeshita.
His opponent, accompanied by Don Callis.
The night has been a 1-1 for Don Callis. One successful victory and one loss for the Don Callis family. Inosuke Takeshita will be looking to make sure that the Don Callis family walks away with more victories than losses here tonight. And again, as I was saying earlier, the new recruiting of the Don Callis family has definitely been quite successful. Takeshita, one of the great international champions that we've had.
Powerhouse Hobbs this past weekend. Yeah, and it once again solidified what you talked about, Takeshita. As many people feel the future of our sport. Don Callis has joined us once again.
Success that he has given to Kyle Fletcher as well.
Powerhouse Hobbs going to be chasing you around.
There we go.
Oh, listen, I wasn't going to come back out you, buddy, but I heard your commentary in the last segment. I was a little worried about you, so I'm here, buddy. Take the reins.
I don't know if we're going to find
many
grapples in this matchup. I think we're going to see just a lot of strikes in this matchup here.
That's Don, but yeah, lock up here. Takeshita, your guy.
Side headlock there by Briscoe right now.
As you know, Don.
As
super rough,
Takeshita
super tough, super experienced also.
Big Mark Briscoe
that takes
fan,
him. Oh,
believe it or not.
Drop down there is.
I believe that.
Now the shoulder tackle by Takeshita taking down Briscoe. And
like, I think he's a degenerate, but he's a
Briscoe
phenomenal
rebounds
professional
and
wrestler.
a little bit of baseball
makes him a
slide through it.
What's
Oh,
that?
wait, Takeshita with a wild swing and the redneck kung fu flies around.
Okay.
Usually when Mark
Anything
Briscoe
different,
starts
Mark
throwing those
Briscoe
around,
Chicken plucker.
very few men able to stop. Whoa, look at the explosive there by Briscoe laying on his feet there.
Takeshita, though, immediately sets him in the
I don't know if I've seen Briscoe have that kind of athleticism.
We're talking about
It's nice to see right there.
Mark Briscoe, of course.
I gotta say, a good there. Early start right now, but right now, full advantage must be given to Mark Briscoe. Oh, wait a second.
Uppercut to Takeshita.
Briscoe right now.
Now in the
Thinking
fireman's
about
carry,
Death Valley roll there.
for a long
He's
Briscoe
got it.
rolls through that Death
Is
Valley
Briscoe-
driver. You see that sense of urgency
Briscoe's
by
already
Briscoe
going
to
top
get to
rope
the
for the
ropes.
foggy bow there,
Oh,
but
Takeshita's up.
not enough
Takeshita,
damage has been done.
powerful elbow
Takeshita
strike.
quickly popping up
A lot of
there.
explosion in those big thighs of Takeshita.
I may have to go with Takeshita on that one there, though.
Excellent strike at Takeshita is for sure.
Both
Strong
guys on
lower
the top
body.
right now.
Look at that
Takeshita superplex there, dropping down Briscoe
almost
from the
straight down.
middle rope there.
And now Takeshita making
Cover
the
up
cover.
there and-
Lateral press, two.
2 count.
Briscoe
The first cover being made in the
able to
match,
kick
and already
out.
a 2 count there.
Try to
Still
rock
really starts
themselves
the matchup
sometimes
right
when you
there.
suplex someone off the ropes. You can ding up the back of your own head. That
And
happens. It's a
Briscoe
real thing.
What have you been
already
saying
right
to
now how
Takeshita
quickly
since
Takeshita can
losing
take
at
control of a
Revolution to
match
Kenny
like
Omega?
just like
How do you
that
coach
there.
him up, Don?
We're not changing anything.
Takeshita
Kenny
is choking
Omega
out
had a
Briscoe
great
again,
night
not
that
because
night.
he
I'm
needs
not
to,
gonna
but because he
deny it.
wants
But
to.
listen,
He
Takeshita
wants
is a
to
young
utilize
man.
any
He's
way
the
he can
best
to get ahead
athlete.
to punish
He's the best
and
rope to
inflict
rope
pain.
wrestler I think I've ever seen. So
That
we're going
forearm
to
there
be
by
fine.
Takeshita.
We take the long view, Shabani.
Our
We
main
don't
event
panic
to come up
like these
next, I
people do.
believe. There.
Still to come tonight, our main event. Timeless
Flying
Tony
forearm there by
Storm teams up
Takeshita,
with
trapping
Thunder
Briscoe in the
Rosa
corner.
to take on Penelope
But Briscoe
Ford.
gonna fire
And
back
Tony
with a
Storm's
forearm of his
challenger
own
at
there.
Revolution. Megan
Never
Bain,
ever
she calls
count
herself
out the
the
redneck
Megasis.
himself there. And Briscoe sending Takeshita up and over on the outside of the floor with a lariat there. And Mark wait. Oh, Briscoe might have been thinking about a dive there.
Wow.
Takeshita so quick and a boot to the face. I'm not trying to make fun of Briscoe. He didn't have many teeth there. He may have lost some after that boot there in the face.
The timing of it was perfect to get in there as
Step into the
Briscoe's
chest
getting ready
there
to run
is
out, probably do a dive to the outside.
Just laying in
And
the
Takeshita had him
impacts
scouted.
on Mark Briscoe. Briscoe being brought back up and now
back vertical,
on the
no,
ring
through
apron
the
there.
ropes, out to the apron.
Dangerous territory over
Briscoe's
here with
just got one of those faces you want to
Takeshita.
punch. Kind of like
Off
yours.
the midsection now.
Interesting.
DDT on the ring apron there. Briscoe, though, did not go face first, not full weight. Briscoe got his knees down, but that might be worse there. I don't know. I mean, better to save your face there, but definitely you take the impact there as Briscoe's knee got damaged on the ring apron there, and quickly Takeshita bringing Briscoe inside the ring. I was going to say no cover, but slow to get the cover there. Takeshita was. Briscoe, though, taking the 2 count there, giving himself as much time as he can before kicking out there. And right now, Takeshita with a side headlock trapping Briscoe on the in the middle of the mat right there. And again, as I always say, this is a rest hold, yes, but it ensures that you've got control over your opponent here right now and that they're going to work hard to get up to their feet right there while you get to recharge the batteries. Briscoe already up to his feet right now, throwing the strikes to the midsection, doing what he can to try to escape the grasp of Konosuke Takeshita as he does so. But as soon as Briscoe tries to fire back there, Takeshita hits him with the lariat there, covers up again right there. And every single time Briscoe is having a kick out there that extends more energy. Every little bit at this point in the match is going to hurt. It's going to, take time and take energy away from you. The question is, can you push through the pain to get victory in the end? Takeshita right now trying for powerbomb, but Briscoe back by drops him up and over there as Briscoe nonstop movement goes. Oh, I'm not sure what's going to think about a J Driller, but there Briscoe Takeshita launching Briscoe face first into the buckle there, and as Briscoe walked on back, ate the forearm from Takeshita. Takeshita is one of the most dangerous individuals in all of AEW, and he doesn't even need a weapon. This man is the lethal weapon in him by himself there. One of the most perfect athletes that you will find in professional wrestling at the moment, in my personal opinion, is that man right there, Konosuke Takeshita. As Briscoe firing back there with a chop to the throat there, but chop to the chest there, and Takeshita firing back with those forearms right there, and Briscoe. There is no shame from Mark Briscoe getting dropped down in the corner. I mean, very few men can absorb the impact of forearms there by Konosuke Takeshita. Trapped in the seated position, and the running knee, that was more to the shoulder than into the face right there, but still the damage getting done, and Takeshita right now just able to keep control here right now. Briscoe has been almost defenseless in this picture-in-picture break here right now. As Takeshita right now thinking about a suplex. Oh, wait. No, going to take him up top. Maybe another superplex. That's how Takeshita took control in the beginning of the match. It was with a superplex there. Could be thinking about round 2 for another superplex here. Briscoe's got to fight like crazy. He cannot take another superplex like that. He's going to do a lot of damage to him if he takes a second one there.
The Alpha Konosuke Takeshita, Mark Briscoe battling one-on-one.
Good, because I need him
here tonight live on Dynamite, both men.
Briscoe fighting back there. Little fun of bike right there. Downright dirty, nasty fight there from Mark Briscoe.
I feel like there was a little crimson spit in the air there.
No drop kick from the top rope there.
The forehead. I mean, there's a good chance Briscoe
needed a big move to regain control.
Advance, it's a crossover event of the year. AEW Rise to the Top is stepping into the squared circle. A Trailer Park Boys, greasing money. Bell time is tomorrow, March 27th for this action-packed
There's Briscoe fight with the chop right there.
Both games now.
There we go, and right now
Briscoe applying pressure to Konosuke Takeshita.
Wait.
Reversal, though.
And Briscoe fires back again. The rising elbow there.
The referees
the flying form actually from Briscoe. Takeshita trying from the corner right now.
Of course you haven't.
Lariat thrown in the corner there by Briscoe. Excuse me.
Oh.
Palm striking there. Redneck Kung Fu striking right there. And when Briscoe gets rolling like that with the Redneck Kung Fu, can't stop him.
Big judo chop. It's not a judo chop. There's no chopping in judo. Don't say that.
Right for the throat there.
On 20 different
and now Briscoe.
Briscoe drags
snapping down Takeshita on the outside. And Briscoe thinking about baseball slide kick right there.
That was pretty impressive.
And right now, Briscoe, Takeshita tried catching him there. As Briscoe into the cannonball on the outside, leaping off the ring from there.
Don, did you guys discuss this?
Somehow, some way, after the damage has been done, Briscoe has fought himself back. That's why I never count the former Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. As Briscoe cannonball through the middle rope there. Oh, you love to see it. I love when the fans get involved and pull the wrestlers up from the floor right there. So cool to see that.
This is ridiculous. What is this?
Hang on right now. We saw Briscoe do this last week, or 2 weeks ago. Briscoe got a fire off some shots, little bang bang. Cactus Jack style going off the barricade. That's that elbow drop there.
Is this a Street Fighter or wrestling match? I'm
Again,
losing
somehow,
track here.
some way,
Get it in the ring.
Briscoe has managed to take
Mark
control
Briscoe does
here.
exactly that. Returning the former AEW International Champion Konosuke
Them boys
Takeshita
going
to
up
the
right
ring.
now. Briscoe
And Briscoe
thinking
now
about Froggy
could be
Bow
poised
right
to deliver
now.
That Froggy Bow. Got to hurry up.
Froggy
Here
Bow.
comes.
Oh,
Froggy
but
Bow. No,
Takeshita
Takeshita.
able to move.
Oh, that was a tough
Waist
landing
lock
there
control.
for Briscoe. Watch the
German.
German.
Oh,
Tough as that.
man. Briscoe
Briscoe, though, back up to his
back
feet.
up already. Pushed himself through enough. And more. So close there, man.
Don Callis.
That's got to be frustration there by Briscoe. He's like, man,
It looks like
I was able to push myself through the German suplex, and now the Jay Driller to end the night. Briscoe keeping it, Takeshita, sorry. For him there.
Briscoe had that
But somehow,
momentum
some way,
there. This thing could go either
nothing
way
is
right
affecting
now, guys. I'm telling you.
Mark Briscoe right now.
Absolutely.
It's almost like this man's impervious to pain for a moment.
It's either way here.
Foot to the face. That one stunned him for a moment. Stunned Briscoe.
Catching Briscoe square on the
Wait.
chin, but no.
Exploded there by Briscoe.
Briscoe brings him over the top. The exploder.
Briscoe now.
Go for
Trying
another
for perhaps
one.
a Uranage
Takeshita
advance.
elbowed his way out. Got his
Oh, exploded by Takeshita now.
there, Taz.
Both guys just traded.
Got his level
Exploder City. Let's go. Just trading exploders.
Briscoe and
I love
Takeshita,
it.
these two men just exchanging.
Exploded,
And now
exploded,
Takeshita
exploded.
getting the upper hand, but
And
slow to cap.
Takeshita. The knee.
From Takeshita one.
Rising knee. Oh! Ow.
Match goes on. Don had turned around to
I
celebrate.
can't believe
No
that.
idea how Briscoe kicked out.
Takeshita didn't waste a single moment
Tremendous
for that
toughness
knee
being
strike
shown by
there to the
Briscoe, but
face of
Takeshita
Briscoe.
lining up. This shot
Before
swinging a miss.
he did miss it. Oh, Jay Triller.
Double underhook.
Jay Driller! Takeshita got folded up!
Right now.
I think he's gonna, man. That was a
Oh,
tough landing
wait.
for Takeshita.
Takeshita doing what he can.
And now
He
Takeshita
rolled himself over the ropes there. And Briscoe was hoping for a miracle. Briscoe was hoping for a miracle that Takeshita was out and could not make it to the ropes there. But Takeshita was smart. He knew. Get to the ropes. And that was what saved him.
Fantastic match we're watching, guys.
Now Takeshita placed on the top rope there. His face towards the crowd there.
What the hell?
Wait a minute.
Now he's looking for that cutthroat.
Is it
Okay,
Burning Hammer?
Off the shoulder.
Oh,
Takeshita.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, forearm there again. Held that off. Rolling elbow there.
Briscoe crumbles. And now Takeshita.
And
raging
Falcon Arrow.
Center of the ring. The leg is hooked. And the ring belongs to the
I
outside.
love Takeshi's Falcon Arrow, man. When he hits that Falcon Arrow, you land on the side of your body right there. Like the side of your ribs, which to me makes it feel even worse. There's no meat on that there.
Well, Takeshita.
Takeshita still a beast inside the ring. But man, oh man, gotta give it to Mark Briscoe on that one there.
Trios champions, the Death Riders.
Rated FTR wants to challenge us to a World Trios Championship match at Dynasty. Dax and Cash, I already hate your guts. But Cope, you're the most sinister of all. You tried to rip me from my family. You tried to manipulate me. My family is much stronger than yours.
You guys are pathetic. As the going gets tough, you freaking bicker, start throwing hissy fits. Let's try a kindergarten Coopers idea then.
Gentlemen, it's your arrogance, it's your cockiness that we really find hard to stomach. You see, after everything you have done to us in previous weeks, it is you who has the audacity to challenge us. Nah. You see, that's not how things work around here. At AEW Dynasty, it is we that challenge you. We challenge you to survive the Death Raiders.
I am just so I want to say this. This came to my head while they were talking, but I am just so happy for Pac. I mean, this guy came in strong to AEW, and then there's kind of been moments where it kind of fell off a little bit for Pac right there. He was always kind of at a high profile, but sometimes, due to visa issues or things like that, kind of was on a down slope, didn't really get to carry the momentum. But Pac has really benefited working with the Death Riders. And I mean, they just incorporate perfectly with each other. I've just been so pleased that how successful he's been, because Pac is one of the most gifted athletes in my personal opinion as well too. I just can't sing enough. I'm sorry that I'm kissing ass here right now, but I just cannot sing enough praises about the roster that AEW has. You just got so many talented individuals there, and so many of them are just, they've got great futures ahead of them. They've got great, present about them right now. So we are on commercial break right now, obviously, guys. When we come back live, our main event, the women get the main event again. You love to see it. Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford will be taking on Thunder Rosa and Timeless Toni Storm. Megan Bayne has oh God, could you imagine? I just had a thought. Could you imagine if Megan Bayne tonight, what a way to continue her momentum if she pinned Toni Storm tonight. Ahead of Dynasty, ahead of their title match at Dynasty, if she pinned her tonight. Oh man, that's a statement. I'm not setting myself up for it, but I'm just saying, what if? That would be a huge thing right there. Also, though, there's a lot riding on Penelope Ford in this match, because Megan Bayne, since her arrival to AEW television, she has been undefeated here, and therefore Penelope Ford, if she loses the match, that would be Megan Bayne's first official loss since her arrival here on AEW television. Because I believe that Megan Bayne was actually once upon a time on a AEW Dark episode, but I don't really count that record right there. What's up, buddy? But I've just been so pleased by what AEW have done with Megan Bayne. I mean, honestly, you guys have heard me sing her praises, that she has been one of my favorite additions to the women's division from her very first presence. We want Swerve. Swerve did already appear. Swerve Strickland has been a busy man tonight. He confronted Hangman Adam Page and said, "You better not screw me out of my World Heavyweight Championship." He got right in his face right there, then got in the face of Jon Moxley and just, told him off there. And Jon Moxley backed down. Moxley just kind of was like, his plan to try to assault Swerve did not work out. Nothing worked. And so the Death Riders were in retreat right there. Swerve won the night tonight. We're back live right now.
What transpired between them and MJF tonight? Guys, MJF, is he in or is he out?
Can you give us a second, please?
Excuse us for just a moment, please.
Look, Pete, all I'm saying is that you told us to take a vacation, and then we see you on TV hugging with MJF?
Look, buddy, after your performance of Revolution, you guys earned some time off. I don't get time off. I came to work because our business never stops, the money never sleeps. Now, we've been talking about adding a fourth member for some time now. I made a move. What's the problem?
So you like him?
Yes, I like him.
Okay, you like him, but this is MJF. This kid's got a reputation.
I don't like him. He's grimy and he's not to be trusted. Everyone says that about him.
Listen, MJF has some reprehensible qualities. And that's what I like. His qualities could do good for our business. Now, we're the Hurt Syndicate. If you guys don't want him in, I respect the dynamic. We can revisit this. But right now, let's focus on this big Bill situation. Are we all on the same page?
Always. Let's hurt people.
So a little bit of a temporary stalemate right there. It has been agreed upon. MVP, I gotta respect that by MVP right there. He was like, "Listen, I like him. I want him in. But if you guys don't," from what I gathered from MVP right there, he said, "Hey, that's cool then. We won't progress in this any further, which I do respect that there. And here comes the goddess of all elite wrestling,
And her partner,
Megan Bayne. As I've stated before, I think Penelope Ford is smart to have aligned herself with Megan Bayne. You see the power of this woman. You see just how dominant she has been. Why would you not want to be a part, to stand next to the woman who may hold the throne of being AEW Women's World Champion at Dynasty?
1 week from Sunday. Timeless.
Why would you not want a seat at that table to be the first woman to have been loyal to the goddess right there?
On the line.
I mean,
Tony Storm has had plenty
surely
of
I would.
to AEW, there's no doubt.
Smart strategy there by Penelope Ford. And Megan Bayne has realized how she can utilize Penelope to her advantage there.
Strong and powerful as Megan Bayne. Yeah, no.
These women are undefeated together. I mean, they've only had one match so far as a tag team. But imagine that there's a lot of pressure as well for Megan Bayne. She has already defeated Thunder Rosa before. She has defeated, or not defeated, Tony Storm. This will be their first time together inside the ring to face off.
We heard some interesting things earlier. But
Both ladies are smart, and you know what I miss? There it is. I was going to say, where's my black and white filter? We need her glamour. We need her grace. We need her timelessness. The beautiful, timeless Tony Storm. Thunderstorm. Or, if you ask, Tony Storm, Thunder Tits.
Oh yeah, why don't you share that with the audience? I think Tony Storm said it best herself. I don't want to say it. Yeah.
Tony Storm looking almost like a damn leopard right there with those stripes there. Actually, I was going to a tiger. Excuse me.
And what you had said was about Thunder Rosa.
Loud and proud.
On the AEW Women's Championship that Tony holds, so they got. I get what you're saying. Rosa's got to really stay focused on this tag team matchup here.
I agree. Let's see if she can, Taz. If she's going to start things.
I swear. I don't know if they're saying it. I think they're saying Thunder.
Megan Bayne striding confidently in the center of the ring.
They are doing that. Oh my God, that's hilarious. And I love it.
And now,
all right, I'll get to call in the action right now.
Try to jump up, trying to get that headlock.
Thunder Rosa did.
Bayne has that.
We got a new match now for Collision.
Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Wheeler Yuta and Dax Harwood.
Shot the chest right there.
1-on-1.
Megan Bayne is a tough individual there, but when it comes to getting shot in the chest, I think it's her number one weak spot right there.
We will hear from the CEO. No,
Mercedes
actually,
will be in action.
The CEO will be in action this Saturday night on Collision. And
Jamie Hayter
returns to action to face Queen Amina this Saturday night.
Oh, I was just talking about that woman a couple weeks ago, how much I miss her.
Jay White, Switchblade Jay White taking on Kevin Knight, young standout. He's been on Ring of Honor as of late.
Nice body slam there by Megan Bayne.
I'm interested to see Kevin Knight there in the match with Jay White this Saturday.
And here comes timeless Tony Storm right now, and we got a mixed tag match next week. Moxley and Maria Shafir against Swerve and Willow. Well, we've only seen one mixed tag match in AEW before. And here we go. Tony Storm against Penelope Ford here right now inside the ring here. And this is a huge opportunity for Penelope. I mean, think about this. If you beat the champion, hell, I mean, that's definitely got to be a championship, potential championship opportunity right there.
As Penelope.
Arm drag there. Nice springboard there by Penelope Ford there. Rising knee there. Wait.
But no,
Tony absorbed it a little bit there. A little bit of German suplex there. And now the tag. In comes Thunder Rosa right there. Backbreaker there. And Thunder Rosa drops the leg there. And
leg drop there by Thunder Rosa.
I thought she was going for a cover, but I guess not.
To cover. Instead,
Aubrey's got to start counting here right now.
Penelope Ford.
Tony charged right there with a body splash there. Wait a minute. A little bit of poetry in motion action there, but that was a shotgun dropkick there.
The drop kick connects in the corner.
And into the cover. They're really stretching out Penelope Ford right there.
Penelope, though, breaks free.
And
any concern I had about working together, unfounded.
Well, fans
Penelope
don't go anywhere.
counter through it. Thunder Rosa throw in the corner and back up with it. Fans are still going loud and proud for Thunder. That will be the last time I say it. For Thunder Tits. And oh, wait a sec. Megan Bain distracted Thunder Rosa for a moment there, and Penelope got her with a rising knee strike there, but only I think that might have been a 2 count right there, and now throwing Thunder Rosa in the corner right now. The stomps away right there, and Thunder Rosa, as we said before, when you get just struck at the midsection right there, I don't care how big and strong you are right there, everyone's going to feel the effects of it as the goddess comes in. Right now, we're going to continue the pressure on the midsection. Megan Bain right now tossing Thunder Rosa in the corner there, and a chop to the chest there by Megan Bain. But she better remain focused right now. Should Megan Bain don't get too confident inside the ring. Charges right in at Thunder Rosa in the body splash there by Megan Bain, and into butterfly suplex. Quick execution right there by Megan Bain. No wasted movement by the number 1 contender here right now. And honestly, I don't want to take anything away from Megan Bain right there, but I don't know if you can really say that she deserves the number 1 contendership spot right there. But Toni Storm did not want to take the disrespect and was willing to give an opportunity as Penelope Ford right now, the legal woman here, knee strikes to the spine, and then the surfboard stretch right there. Surfboard is an oldie and a goodie right there. Stretches out the arm, and of course, when you're Penelope Ford, you got the knee press in the back right there, feeling double pressure with that one there, as Thunder Rosa working herself back up to her vertical base there, but only for a moment there. We had a wide shot. I couldn't see how Penelope got her dropped down, but tag being made, quick frequent tags being made here by Penelope Ford and Megan Bain here right now, as Megan right now just pulling Lyric there, taking down Thunder Rosa. Yeah, this woman has just been dominant as Megan Bain. She has run roughshod through many of former world champions. She has beaten down Thunder Rosa, beaten down Statlander, and now has quickly set her sights on the world heavyweight champion. There has been nonstop movement, and you got to admire that about Megan Bain, whether you like it or not right there, to really go after the world champion, to really just set your sights and say, I know what I want, and I'm not going to wait around forever to get my opportunity. I'm just going to, go ahead and take it right there. And it's almost like a modified Falcon Air right there from Megan Bain. And I turned my attention away. I think Penelope may have hit a standing moonsault on Thunder Rosa there. Only the 2 count cover. Been greatly effective. Have Penelope Ford and Megan Bain, have been in this matchup. Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa have not been doing too well in this matchup here. And that's not just due to the fact of Megan Bain. Penelope Ford's been pulling her weight in this matchup as well, too, here. Back suplex in the cover. And wait a sec. No, not the cover. Got a chin lock applied by Megan Bain on Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa, timeless Toni Storm.
A little bit of drink break. Thank you all for joining in for the main event here right now.
Ford and Toni Storm's challenger in 11 days' time at Dynasty. The Megan
nice
Bain,
flying there by Bain there,
an explosive lariat on Thunder Rosa.
I've said many times, we're going to stay with the match as long as it takes. As you can see why we are now in the overtime, guys.
Penelope went right after the world champion right there, and spring into the back elbow there by
shot on the champion.
Penelope. Side splash by Megan Bain. The collision.
Out, man. She's got to try to get to Toni Storm and tag her in. Thunder Rosa.
It's a sick individual. Penelope Ford is sometimes.
Toni Storm is hurting over in the cover made.
Cover up there, and
Thunder Rosa able to kick out.
Toni
I'm
is
not
just
sure
now getting to
that
her
was
feet.
lipstick. There was like
see.
blood, a little bit of blood in the face
That
of
was a cheap shot
in the mouth of Thunder
before that's
Rosa.
not the champion. But Toni Storm
Thunder Rosa fired back with the form there, but so too was Penelope.
Powerful elbow strikes being exchanged center of the ring.
Shot being thrown in.
And
Thunder Rosa
thought she got the better of it.
Both women
Both
rebounded
women,
for the ropes
idea.
there.
Both women go down.
Had the same thought
Tough
process
impact
there.
by both Penelope and
Amazing
Thunder
how
Rosa.
wrestlers can
Thunder's
feel like
gotta
that.
get
Let's
to Toni
go for a
Storm. You
double
gotta get
lariat there.
Rosa.
How the mind
close,
just works
Taz.
to think about the same
Gotta
move.
get there.
And now time has come.
Tags made.
Timeless Toni Storm and Megan Bain. This time around,
She just bounced off of Megan Bayne.
I got to imagine right now, Megan Bayne, there's a point to prove for her right now. She knows that she's in the ring with the World Heavyweight Champion. She's got an opportunity. Oh, headbutt there. And lariat. Megan Bayne up and over. Hands on her feet on the outside floor, though. And on the outside floor, we go fighting right now. Megan Bayne, she's got to be careful, though. Rushed in. I think she's a little bit too emotional right now. And Toni Storm with a tornado DDT. Went off the ring apron and down the floor there.
The champion with the advantage. She returns to the ring.
Into the cutter there. Great job by Penelope Ford there.
Connects the cutter.
But here comes Thunder Rosa right now. Keep the midsection. Rapid fire strikes there.
Midsection kick to the head, and now
Death Valley driver there.
Thunder Rosa.
Technically, Megan Bayne. I was going to say she is the.
Was the exchange made Thunder Rosa? Is she
legal
the
woman.
lady in the ring right now?
I'm not sure, Tony. I frankly lost track right now.
There.
Bayne and Thunder Rosa.
Oh, well.
So the ring, it was face descent.
Into the match. Thunder Rosa gets laid out there.
Earlier this month, and it was
Here
face
comes
descent again.
Toni Storm.
No, I think it's Timeless Toni Storm, Megan Bayne. They are
Shot
legal.
in the chest
they
right
are
there.
battling.
Go on there.
You can hear Aubrey Edwards say, get out of the ring, get out of the
again.
ring.
Oh, no. Toni breaks free.
Bayne, she was looking at the face
Time for
descent.
German suplex, but
On
Megan
Timeless Toni
Bayne
Storm.
keeping herself.
Boom. Big back elbow, Taz. Got
Laid
to
it down.
follow up now. Bayne.
Oh,
great.
Toni just tripping the leg right there.
Just watching the ops.
No wasted move by Toni Storm. Not to close down. About to get a close-up shot. Right for the hip attack. Megan Bayne's already up.
Oh, my God. Unbeknownst to Storm. Bayne back
Oh,
to
my
her
God.
feet.
I don't even think Timeless Toni Storm knows
And
exactly
Toni Storm looks
what to do
crestfallen
here.
as Penelope Ford, the waist lock.
Oh, no. Boot in the face there. Oh, no. Schoolgirl. Whoa.
Powers out.
Strong lower body on that kick out. Absolutely. Good call.
Thunder Rosa got laid out. Penelope
Toni Storm,
Ford is
though,
laid out.
is battering
The only women
spine
left
of Megan Bayne. Repeated
are
shots.
the.
But
Oh,
Bayne
face descent.
hoists up the champion. And now
She didn't even have time to say bow down.
And she pinned the champion. The cover's made.
Oh, she did it.
The AEW Women's World Champion.
She did.
There is no
You
stopping
want to talk about getting some
Megan
momentum.
Bayne.
You got a victory
You want,
pinfall
that's
right
a
on
great
live
way
TV
to push
on Dynamite.
right into the stratosphere. Heading into Dynasty 1 week from Sunday, and you just beat the Women's World Champion. Message sent, statement and delivered right there. If you were to do that on Dynasty, new champion crowned. Thunder Rosa doesn't even know what just happened. She's like, are you kidding me? And you've got to think about how Timeless Toni Storm realization is set in. I got pinned. I lost my first introduction in a match against Megan Bayne. And I don't even know if I can stand toe-to-toe with a woman like this. You know, it's one thing for Toni Storm to have stood against a woman like Mariah May. It was physical, it was frustration, it was emotional, but this time there was something different. There's no drive. There's only the passion to want to be the world, to defend the World Heavyweight Champion, but there's nothing emotional. And there's no like attachment to that to really bring out the very best in you sometimes. Sometimes you need that extra edge there, and maybe Toni doesn't have that against Megan Bayne there. We're going to have to find that one out there at Dynasty. Well, anyways, guys, I got to get out of here. Got a very early start for work again. Keeping myself busy. So thank you all very much for tuning in. If you feel the video deserves it, hit the like button down below. Subscribe. Ring the bell so you get notified when we go live for all the videos that we do. Until next time, I will catch you all on the next round. Take care, everybody.